Now, in conjunction with Ontario University Athletics, we would want to remind those of you in attendance today about the OUA Spectator Code of Conduct. Ontario University Athletics, its members, institution, and their teams are committed to creating a safe, comfortable, and enjoyable experience for all fans in the stadium, gymnasium, arena, fields, and university campus facilities. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, hate speech, homophobia, discriminatory language, or any other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team and or school representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. We thank you in advance for your cooperation and assistance in maintaining a safe and enjoyable atmosphere within the OUA community. Now, here are the starters for the Waterloo Warriors. In forward at number 20, Leah Herford. Forward number 88, Tatum James. And finally, number 11, Elizabeth Leonardon. In defense at the blue line, number 42, Lindsay Atchison. And number 4, Jessica Fennell. Goalie for tonight is number 32, Michaela Schnarr. Head coach for the Waterloo Warriors, Sean Reagan. And now, here are the starters for your University of Toronto Varsity Blues. In forward, your captain from number 12 from Ayr, Ontario, Taylor Trussler. Number 23 from Barrie, Ontario, Caitlin McKnight. And number 27 from Stony Creek, Ontario, Nikki McDonald. At the blue line in defense, number 6 from Ottawa, Ontario, Caroline Eagles. And number 15 from Oakville, Ontario, Francesca Monti. And your goalie for tonight's game, number 30 from Amherstburg, Ontario, Erica Fryer. Head coach for the Varsity Blues in her 13th season, Vicky Sunohara. Now, please look at center ice for the presentation of the 2023-24 Women's Hockey All-Stars and All Rookies. We now ask that you please direct your attention to the ice for a special presentation. Please welcome Matt Davies, Chief Operating Officer at the OUA, to present a trophy commemorating the following officials for their assignment to today's McCaw Cup Championship game. Referee Jen Berzowski, referee Amanda Mora, linesperson Aaron Zach, and linesperson Kobe Sullivan. Congratulations to all of this evening's officiating crew. Next, we would like to welcome Rolly Webster, Director of Athletics and Recreation at the University of Waterloo, to present the 2023-24 All-Stars who are participating in this year's McCaw Cup Final. We will start by recognizing the award winners and All-Stars for the Waterloo Warriors. Please come forward when you hear your name called. All Rookie Team Selection, number 25, Faith Mitchell. First Team All-Star, number 20, Leah Herford. Next, we would like to welcome Mary Beth Challoner, Director of Intercollegiate Sports and Athletics and High Performance Sport, to present the 2023-24 All-Stars who are participating in this year's McCaw Cup Final from your University of Toronto Varsity Blues. All rookie team selection, number 29, Taylor Delahaye. Second team All-Star, number 30, Erica Fryer. Second team All-Star, number 12, Taylor Trussler. Congratulations, Taylor, Erica, and Taylor on your fantastic seasons. And now for tonight's ceremonial puck drop, please first welcome CCM Sales Representative, Michael Bowman. Joining Michael is U of T Hall of Famer, four-time Olympic gold medalist, and current Senior Vice President of Hockey Operations at the Professional Women's Hockey League, Jana Hefford. Jana is joined by her children, Arwen, Lachlan, and Isla. We also welcome flag bearers from the Clovers from the Whitby Girls Hockey U11 House League. We now ask the captains, Waterloo's Brooklyn Cole and Toronto's Taylor Trussler, to center ice. Fans, at this time we ask that you please rise as able and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
"28 regular season games, 2 playoff series wins, and it all comes down to these 60 minutes. Welcome everybody to Varsity Stadium as we are here for the McCaw Cup final between the University of Ontario Varsity Blues and the Waterloo Warriors, both of them coming second in their division, winning both playoff series on the way to the finals here. I'm Andrew Foster with Matthew Izikow. Matt, what do you see happening in this one?
Oh man, this is going to be a ton of fun. U of T, a couple big upsets in their series, and Waterloo made some great hockey plays. I'm expecting great hockey, some great goaltending from Erica Fryer and Michaela Schnarr. For Waterloo, Michaela Schnarr came in for game 2, and she's played the last 2, giving up stopping 48 of 49 shots. And Erica Fryer, she's given up 15 goals in her last 13 playoff games. So low scoring is what I'm expecting from this one.
Now, the goalies have been spectacular on both ends, but neither team can win this game 0-0. So who are you spotlighting on the offensive side of things?
Yeah, we saw her a little bit earlier, but I was too excited to talk about the goalies. But Leah Herford, she's been a star for Waterloo. She's got 3 goals and 5 assists in 5 playoff games, and she's over a point per game in her playoff career as well. She spent 2 years playing hockey in the States, then came to Waterloo, and she's been over point per game for all 3 seasons.
Yeah, Herford has been an absolute force with her running mate Tatum James on the wing, and Taylor Trussler not to be overlooked on the U of T side of things as well. Second in the league behind Leah Herford in playoff scoring so far.
Yeah, you look at Trussler, and you talk about someone who could be a leader for your team in this game. She's played 102 regular season games. She's won 2 McCaw Cups, and she's going to try and walk off into the sunset with the 3rd one tonight.
Absolutely, and we are ready for the draw here as Herford wins it back, and Waterloo controls off the draw, passes it up across the boards and down deep into the U of T end. Herford battling along the boards in the corner. U of T comes away with it there. U of T trying to start a breakout. They play it back into Monty behind their own net. Monty up across the near boards to McDonald. McDonald tries to ship it out, but a great back check by Herford there. She keeps the puck in, and it's knocked off her stick there by Monty. Great defensive play. U of T with a chance on the rush here. McDonald blows wide around the defense. Tries to center the puck there, and it's poked away and covered quickly by Waterloo.
Yeah, right there, an early test for Michaela Schnarr, but she doesn't seem too rattled. That was a dangerous chance by McDonald coming down the wing. She throws it in front of the net, trying to find her teammate, as you'll see here, and she gets the tip-off. I can't quite see who it is, but Schnarr stands tall in her net.
Yeah, Schnarr, a calming presence in net for Waterloo. It was a quick shot off the draw there from U of T. That was Cole firing that one as it deflects into the corner, and a battle ensues down in the deep in the Waterloo end. U of T trying to find some sort of possession and get a statement to start this game as Waterloo picks it clean across the boards, and they'll start their breakout. Cole retrieves it on the half boards and gets U of T right back out into center ice. Trying to break in across the boards, and it comes back to Chan, the defenseman leading the rush all by herself, but it's just offside at the Waterloo blue line.
Yeah, Eileen McEwen was taken down on that forecheck, or by a back checker, I guess, and Chan didn't notice and took it offside. Some fast-paced action in the first minute, and you can tell that these teams are going to try and play with a heavy forecheck just to kind of keep defenders forcing decisions and rushing things.
Yeah, and it is worth noting as well, Emma Potter out for U of T after the suspension that she received in Game 2 of their series against Guelph, so U of T down one of their top defenders in this final matchup. U of T with the puck in the near corner of their own end, battling along the boards, trying to poke the puck free as Amoto as it's fired back around for Ashley Delahaye. She tries to ship it past, but Waterloo pinching, keeps the puck in and sends it back behind the U of T net again. Amoto trying to fire it up the near side, but the Waterloo forecheck is relentless right now. The puck can't get across the U of T goal line to start a breakout as they try and send it up the half boards, but the Waterloo defender keeps it down deep again. Carly Orth battling behind the net, but is pulled out by Hilton, but played right back behind the U of T net again. Center takes a crazy bounce, but no Waterloo attackers there to finish the job. U of T finally gets it out, and Graubarger just floats one down into the Waterloo end to relieve some pressure and get a line change.
Yeah, Fryer's poke check there nearly hit it in off one of her own defenders. That was a close one.
Yeah, we've seen both goalies now already trying to help out their defenders, getting their stick in passing lanes, trying to shut down the middle of the ice. As Waterloo once again on the attack as they fire it all the way around the boards into the U of T end onto the far side. Waterloo gets on the puck first, and it's back down behind the U of T net again. Send it out front, a shot, and just wide. As Erica Fryer might have got a piece of that one. U of T now starting to try the breakout as this Waterloo forecheck has been relentless so far. Just 3.5 minutes into this one, but it feels like Waterloo's been on the forecheck for 10 already. Athanasako's trying to get it into the Waterloo end, but can't quite get there. Elders couldn't find the puck in her feet, and Waterloo gets it back out to center ice again. Waterloo now controlling down deep in their own end.
Yeah, the Varsity Blues couldn't dump that one in. They kept hitting, shooting, trying to dump it in, but it hit their own players.
Big chance here for Waterloo, but the puck's just too fast to be caught up to by Madison Pritchard as Erica Fryer comes out of her net to cover that one up.
And I'm sure we're going to take a look at that great scoring chance by the Warriors that we see right here. Goes behind the net to Herford. She centers it in front, and Elizabeth Lenardin it hits the heel of her stick and goes wide.
Just a great chance there, just an unfortunate bounce to start this one for Waterloo as U of T controls off the draw and tries to start a breakout, but once again it's Waterloo firing it back down into the far corner. Waterloo clogging up the boards, not letting U of T get any easy breakouts at all as they intercept another one in the neutral zone and try and fire it back down. U of T now with a little bit of control as Chan finds Trussler. The captain, Taylor Trussler, weaving her way through the center of the ice, dumps it down it deep and chases after it. Trussler wins the race and peels back to the corner. Chan at the point with it, across to Cole. She barely holds the line, keeps the puck in. Fires it back down behind the net again, and it's McKenna deep on the forecheck. Back behind the net to Nikki McDonald. McDonald out front to Trussler. Tries to find McDonald again, but just cleared out of the way by the Waterloo defense. McDonald in front. U of T buzzing all around the Waterloo net right now, but just can't find the shot that they need. Trussler drops it off to Chan as the defender goes down in deep into the corner. U of T mounting up the pressure now as McEwen fires it back deep behind the net. She's going to go try and get it herself. McEwen with the one-man forecheck. An absolute force. She gets the puck again. Had Howland, but got her stick lifted right at the last second. U of T still with it in the corner right now. It's McKenna. Quick spin move as she goes back down behind the net. Tries to find McEwen, but it's picked off. McEwen gets it back. Fires it out front. Howland, it's in her feet. She couldn't quite find it. Waterloo desperately trying to find the puck here and get something out so they can get a line change, but U of T not letting them get it. Hilton now with the puck deep in the corner. Howland behind the net to the near corner, fires it all the way around the boards. Grauberger chasing after it, fresh off the bench. She's going to get there in time to stop the clear. Only temporarily, though, as Hilton back at center ice is going to get it for U of T, and Waterloo gets a much-needed change. U of T quick on the attack. It's Amoto and Howland. A little give and go. Amoto gets it down deep into the corner. Howland with it. Grauberger couldn't handle the pass, and it's down to the far corner. Grauberger now skating back up to the blue line. She's hassled at the blue line. That one's going to be offside as Ashley Delahaye touches up in the Waterloo end.
This Waterloo fan base is loud right now, Andrew. You heard them when they thought that puck went out for offside, and you heard them when they got that change. They are making their presence known, and U of T getting some good chances there, but nothing yet.
This might be a road game for Waterloo, but it is a 50-50 crowd in here, and both sides want to be heard. Waterloo battling inside their own end, deep in the corner. Taylor Delahaye finds Ashley, back to Taylor, a little give and go from the sisters, just slips off of her stick and back out to center ice as Monty tries to fire it back in for U of T, but it bounces back out to center, and Eagles eventually gets it back down deep. Out of the net and stops the puck behind the net, but it's given up the boards for Waterloo as they start to break out of their own end and relieve some of this U of T pressure that they've ramped up in the last few minutes. Monty back in her own end to corral the puck. It slips through the feet of Eagles there as she gets it back in her corners, trying to start a breakout. Can't get the puck out there. Taylor Delahaye strips the puck at the blue line. The fans wanted the penalty, but no arm in the air. Blaise Savoie with a quick interception there, tries to find Delahaye. Blaise Savoie scores! Blaise Savoie and U of T is on the board early in this one.
Yeah, the Waterloo fans are not going to like that one, Andrew. They saw Leah Herford go down. They thought there was a trip, and then the Varsity Blues come down the other way, and they beat Michaela Schnarr, getting one on the board less than 7 minutes into this one.
Blaise Savoie with a massive, the interception in the neutral zone there, and never stopped skating. She kept her head of steam all the way into the offensive zone to the front of the net and breaks the scoreless tie in this one.
What better time to get your first goal of the postseason than the opening 10 minutes of the finals game, Andrew? Crazy.
Insane. And like you said, the Waterloo coach now having a conversation with the official. He wants to know what happened down there on the boards with the no call. The fans sure seem to not like what the officials saw.
I thought I saw puck first. I thought it was good to go, but what do I know compared to these guys, I guess?
We got a much different vantage point than they do. Waterloo down by one as they win the draw in the neutral zone and control in their own end. They fire it down deep into the U of T end, and that one's going to be icing as it did not touch a stick. And with all the pressure that we've had in this game, Matt, that was the first shot on net.
Yeah, pretty surprising. I spoke about how Schnarr has only allowed one goal in her last 49 shots, and I guess you got to make it 2 in 50. Still an incredible rush, incredible stretch for the Waterloo goalkeeper, but not the best timing there.
I think most teams would take 2 goals on 50 shots pretty much every day of the week.
Oh, no doubt.
Waterloo breaking back into the U of T end, tries to just fire one on net and is tipped aside by Fryer as she sends it to the corner, and the battle ensues in the far corner in the U of T end. U of T back behind the U of T net, and it's picked up by Chan in her own end, trying to start the breakout. Chan sends an aerial, but is gloved down there in the neutral zone by Waterloo. Jessica Fennell trying to start the attack. The defenseman walks into the middle of the ice, but taken down by Cole. Big defensive stand there from the defender for U of T.
The fans love that one, Andrew. Wow.
The fans being loud in this one. The barn is rocking in here as Waterloo brings it back down into the U of T end. Howland into the corner to retrieve it. Waterloo defender falls down at the blue line. Sent cross ice all the way over to McKenna as McEwen trying to race onto it, plays the body and gets the puck. Follows it down into the corner and takes Fennell into the boards with her. Waterloo controls in behind their own net, and they try and send an aerial up through the middle of the ice, and it connects. Just knocked off with the stick there by Amoto. It looks like it's going to be offside, just outside the U of T blue line.
Yeah, that's Madison Pritchard, one of the leading scorers, not too happy. As we take another look at the goal, might have hit the defender's stick there. That's Faith Mitchell, who's all rookie team for the University of Waterloo, so not the start she might have been expecting, but it handcuffed Schnarr and went to the back of the net.
Yeah, it's a rough start for the rookie, but she was all rookie for a reason. I think she'll be able to brush that one off and get back to her game.
Without a doubt.
As Waterloo controls down in their own end, a breakout pass up here to Rin. Rin along the near boards, fires it down in on Fryer, who deflects it out to the side boards. Another quick shot by Waterloo there, but that one's well wide. And Graubarger's going to start the breakout for U of T. Across to Ashley Delahaye. Delahaye tries to center it back to Graubarger. Taylor Delahaye, as it's just taken away by a quick stick there by Carly Orth of Waterloo, and she's going to start the breakout. Looking for Rin up the middle, chips it off the boards and finds her. Rin now just knocked off of her stick by Monty, and she plays the body. Puck battle along the boards there, won by Waterloo. They have the puck down across the goal line. Quick shot there as Leah Herford, trying to show some of the finesse, score one near the goal line.
Oh, that's what was part of what she does that makes her so talented. A sharp angle shot. We're going to take a look at the replay. Coming in from the goal line, basically, and tries to pick that top corner. That's one of those that you only see the best of the best try, and that's confidence glowing off Leah Herford.
That is a fully confident shot. She knows she can score from anywhere on the ice. U of T controlling off the draw, trying to start a breakout, but Waterloo once again closing off all angles. Athanasakos rings it all the way around the boards for the goal scorer. Blaise Savoie can't quite chip it out. Puck slides through the slot across to the other corner. Blaise Savoie chips it up across and outside the blue line as Monty brings it up to center. Elders finds Blaise Savoie, couldn't quite corral the pass, and Waterloo controlling once again in their own end.
One thing I find so interesting about this U of T attack is their defense are so quick to pinch.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's worked out well for them so far. But Waterloo once again down in the offensive end of U of T. Elders just chips that one out past the pitching Waterloo defender, and McKnight gives chase. McKnight couldn't quite get it, but Trussler holds the blue line there. McKnight forcing the Waterloo defender to make a play there as the puck was bouncing up on her. Fennell now with it on the boards, gets it to Raitt, and she couldn't quite clear it out. McDonald, quick backhand there. McDonald tries to fit it in front to Trussler. And once again, another great save there by Schnarr as she's keeping Waterloo alive in this one right now.
It seems like every time a shot gets on net, it's a high danger one. McDonald gets one there, finds someone in front. Taylor Trussler almost wide open. She can't find that top shelf. But 9 minutes into this one, just 3 total shots. So I guess teams, they're playing good defense, but these shots that they're giving up, they're dangerous opportunities.
Yeah, when there's a little breakdown in defense, both these offenses are good enough to take full advantage and get a very, very dangerous opportunity, as we've seen. McEwen tries a quick shot, but Rin says no thank you to that. Waterloo with the puck behind their net now as they try and start the breakout. Fennell with it across the boards, up the middle, and Waterloo's out of their own end, finds Rin across the near boards, and she dumps it down deep in behind the U of T end. Cole plays it back up the near boards. McEwen wasn't ready for it and pinched in by Waterloo and kept in only temporarily as it's fired back out into the Waterloo end by U of T. Howland on the change from U of T there. McEwen forcing the issue as Howland managed to keep that in the Waterloo end. U of T with very active sticks here in the middle of the ice as that one's fired into the U of T bench. Everything Waterloo seems to try and get through the middle of the ice in the neutral zone, U of T manages to shut down.
Yeah, it seems like all those passes you're seeing like that are hitting bodies, and that one found one in the bench, so it's tough. But like I said, they're not hesitant to pressure defensively, and that makes moving through the neutral zone so difficult for Waterloo.
Yeah, and we've seen it with their one shot so far just halfway through this period. As Amoto collects in the neutral zone for U of T once again. Irwin intercepts that pass and brings it across the line here for Waterloo. She fires one on net, and Erica Fryer swallows that one up, and she will hold for another face-off.
Yeah, Fryer kind of flashed the leather there a little bit, made that a little nicer than it needed to be, but you know what? It counts all the same, and she kept the puck out. A good chance for Sarah Irwin. A real clean shot, but with nobody in front of Fryer like that, it's going to be tough to beat her.
Yeah, both of these goalies, you're going to need some kind of bounce or traffic like we saw in the first goal to really get anything by him, it seems like. As the puck's around the far boards for Elders, she takes it back to the defender, fires it off the boards. That one going to go for icing. Looks like Blaise Savoie seemed to think that she had that beat. The defender for Waterloo turned around to play the body. Blaise Savoie talking to the official right now.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. She has a reason to be upset about that. She looked like she not only had the angle, but the defender played the body. Like you said, she wasn't making any effort to play the pucks. The official's talking about it at center ice now, and you'd have to think that they're going to say, you know what, we got this one wrong. Let's drop the puck at center ice.
Yeah, they could just veto that call and call it at center ice instead, which looks like what they're going to do here.
The Varsity Blues allowed to make the change as well, so they get some fresh bodies on the ice.
Yeah, that's big for them right now, especially with the neutral zone face-off and the big line coming out for Waterloo with Herford on the ice. As Waterloo sends it back down deep into the Toronto end, and Fryer playing it safe, she's going to cover that one up. But an offensive zone draw here for the big line of Waterloo against the U of T big line.
This feels like the equivalent of ball don't lie. I know they adjusted the call, but the faceoff's coming right back to where it would have been, the same side of the ice. Waterloo's got their big line out there, so pretty much where they wanted to be, just maybe 10-15 seconds later.
Exactly. Maybe they would have liked to have some tired U of T legs on the ice, but it's all the same. U of T wins the draw, but it's back to the Waterloo point, and another shot swallowed up by Fryer again as Irwin blasted one from the point there.
Quick hands from Erica Fryer. It's a bit of a scrum builds together in front of the Varsity Blue net with Leah Herford right in the middle of it for Waterloo. Not one of the players you're hoping is in those scrums, but regardless, Fryer with a great glove save there to keep this a 1-0 Varsity Blue lead.
And that's already one shot in this offensive zone shift for this big Waterloo line of Herford and James, the two-headed monster that has been for Waterloo all season long. This one won by U of T and is taken behind the net. Trussler with it on the boards, tries to fire it cross ice to McDonald. That one's going to bounce down and is played by Waterloo. Down in behind the Waterloo net, U of T pressing. Monty tries to keep the puck in and does. Just barely keeps it in. McKnight walking the line. Finds Elders. Quick shot, it looks like. Shar didn't see that all the way until it was almost past her. Ruitt on the puck now. Herford. Bodies flying all over the place into the corner down there, and Trussler's slow to get up for U of T.
That's a big loss for the Varsity Blues if they're going to lose her in such a crucial game.
Trussler's still down in the corner as Waterloo walks back into the U of T end. Waterloo basically has a 5-on-4 here as Trussler's still not able to get off the ice.
The Blues bench screaming for the refs to blow this one dead.
And the Blues finally touch up there as Trussler's going to get the much-needed help that she needs to be able to get off the ice.
It's a hard slide into the boards there. She looked like, I don't know if she fell at fighting for the puck with Herford or she slid to try and knock it away, but her momentum brought her back first into the boards, and those are the ones that kind of sting a little bit.
Yeah, it was Raitt, Herford, and Trussler. All three of them kind of got tangled up in each other over there. Trussler looks like she's trying to stretch it out. It might just be a pulled muscle, maybe a bit of a cramp. Could be something as simple as that, but that's not the sight that you like to see for the Varsity Blues early on in this one.
Yeah, it's, like you said, we spoke about all the experience. We're going to take a look here. Yeah, she falls fighting for the puck with Herford, collides with another Waterloo player on the way into the boards. Just no control. She can't control her body when she's colliding with that many people. But she's up now and skating off under her own power. It doesn't look great, but you know what? for how things looked a couple minutes ago, the Varsity Blues have to be happy to see that.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you could tell it was something with the leg when she went down. She couldn't put any weight on it. To see her be able to skate off under her own power like that has to give U of T a lot of good feeling that she's going to be able to come back into this one.
Yeah, and we'll see if she goes straight to the locker room. It looks like she is going to go get looked at here, so she will not be on the bench for the next little bit for the Blues.
We'll see how that affects U of T losing their leading scorer and captain in Taylor Trussler, as Howland brings the puck in and fires it cross ice into the corner as McKenna gives chase. Waterloo keeps it behind their net, and they start to break out along the far boards, but it's kept in by Chan. A good intercept there as U of T keeps the pressure. McEwen battling in the corner with Waterloo as McKenna takes down the Waterloo defender. No arm in the air again. The Waterloo fans not liking it.
The officials
so
letting him play in the big game.
Waterloo with control now as they try and find a body up the middle, but it's intercepted by McKenna as she's closed off along the boards. Graubarger giving chase as it switches to Delahaye on the far side. Delahaye fires it down into the corner and chases her own puck down there. Body's tied up in the corner as U of T comes away with it, and it's Taylor Delahaye. Delahaye down in the corner, leaves it for Hilton. Hilton walking the blue line, tries a sharp angled shot, bounces out front, but no rebound there for U of T.
It's a tired Waterloo group out there. Look at how fast the D go to change.
That was a smart play from Waterloo there. Just flip the puck over to the boards, make sure you can get a change. A bit of an errant pass there from Hilton as U of T is going to get stuck on the ice here with some tired bodies.
I think she figured Graubarger was going to be there because they had no reason to go all the way back. She got all the way to center ice, but there was no reason for her to get that far as we take another look at this chance. Hilton comes in basically undefended. She could have walked in. She could have made a pass, try to get around the defender, takes the shot. Shar just kind of dumps it away safely.
Yeah, and great net front presence there by the Waterloo defenders as well, making sure no sticks are free to put that one in. As Waterloo keeps pressure down in the near corner of the U of T end. Fires it back out to the point. Quick shot there, looking for a deflection off the stick of Herford. Fires it out front. Waterloo with tons of pressure now as that was Lenardin. Had it just roll off of her stick. Sarah Bestick now. Plays give and go at the point, but a great play there by Ashley Delahaye to poke the puck away, and U of T gets it out of the end temporarily. Herford in. Herford shoots just high of the net. As Waterloo keeps the pressure on, but U of T out now. It's Emma Elders in a one-on-one. Can she win? Elders and a big save there. A massive save from Schnarr as Elders gets stonewalled on the one-on-one, and Waterloo's back the other way. James tries to make a move, but it's defended by Athanasakos. Waterloo pressing now. Elders trying to keep it along the boards, and Elders is going to skate it out once again. Trying to get the puck in across the Waterloo blue line, and she does before she's taken down. Blaise Savoie giving chase as Waterloo sends it around to the near side. McKnight, Monty steps up, but it's chipped past her. And it's going to be Orth in on the rush. Stops up, shoots one, and scores! As Waterloo ties this one at one apiece.
Wow, did the pace of that one ever pick up? And what a shot by Carly Orth. She picks the top corner glove side on Erica Fryer, and this one's all tied up at one.
Carly Orth with an absolute rocket. Short side, top corner, as she is pumping up the crowd. The Waterloo fans are going crazy here.
Taylor Trussler did come back out there, which I want to talk about in a second, but look at that shot, picks the corners. Paige Rinn sets the screen on Fryer, and we're all tied up at one. I was going to say, Andrew, that with Trussler out, the next goal is huge in this one, and that one goes to Waterloo now.
Absolutely, Waterloo is out front again, and a great defense there by U of T, tipping the puck up and over the net as Chan controls behind her own net. Chan tries to fire it up the boards, but it's deflected by Waterloo and kept down low. Cole's going to play it now, and she's got some time. Cole's going to start to skate it up. Dumps it up the boards to McEwen, but it's intercepted there by Irwin. Howland trying to help out, and it finds its way back to Cole. Cole dumps it all the way down deep into the Waterloo end this time. McEwen giving chase hard there. Can't quite get there in time. Waterloo going to start the breakout once again. Skating down and across the line is Cole. Fires it out front, but there's no stick there for Waterloo. As U of T's trying to start an odd man rush, but can't do it. Waterloo back in, fires it out front. Erica Fryer with a massive save for U of T on the 2-on-1. A wide open body in front of the net gets shut down. A diving stop at the blue line there from Waterloo as they keep the puck in the end. Fennell now holds the puck at the blue line for Waterloo. Fennell works it down into the corner as she tries to wait for reinforcements, fires it back around in behind the net to Herford. Herford trying to walk out. Couldn't find any sticks there in the middle of the ice. Waterloo with another shot. That one changed direction and just went down into the corner. Herford plays it down for James as it's fired back up to the blue line and held it once again. James with it now. James walking the blue line, trying to find a shooting lane. All the way around to the far side, finally shoots, and it's swallowed up by Erica Fryer and held.
That save by Michaela Schnarr seems to have just given Waterloo everything they needed to be like, hey, we're not out of this. We can put some pressure on too. And Erica Fryer stood on her head, made a couple big saves there. But this Waterloo offense is moving around at will. They're getting tons of space. As we take a look here, Cole sends the pass in front, and Erica Fryer holds her ground, saving Madison Pritchard's shot there.
Yeah, both goalies now trying to will their teams back to a lead in this one. As an aerial pass, Elder's trying to skate onto it again, but that time she's just beaten out by Cho. Elders now tries to fire the puck in around the net, but it's picked up by Irwin, and Waterloo starts to break out. Monty stops it in the neutral ice and send it back down on goal. Athanasako's giving chase as it's sent back down behind the Waterloo net to Irwin. Irwin up the middle. Dangerous pass there. It works out as they get the puck out after a great play by Herford. Waterloo's not going to want to make a habit of those passes in their own end, though. McDonald pressuring and is picked off in the offensive zone. It finds its way out, and Taylor Trussler back on the ice as she fires it down into the corner. McDonald giving chase with McKnight shadowing her. Back to the near corner, and Trussler trying to give chase. Waterloo trying to find a way out, but Chan holds the line once again, and McKnight trying to find a lane into the corner. Waterloo sends it up the boards and finally out and stopped in the neutral zone by Cole. Cole only gets it back up to the red line and is kicked back down into the U of T end. Taylor Trussler now behind her own net, skating with the puck as she sends it up the boards. Chan finds McDonald in the middle of the ice. McDonald flying down the wing, drops it off for McKnight. McKnight's shot's blocked into the corner, and Waterloo trying to start a breakout again as they do. It's Brooklyn Cole skating in over the line, fires one on net on Erica Fryer, and she gloves that one and holds on. The pace of this one has definitely picked up.
Waterloo has certainly found their footing here. They are moving at will. Brooklyn Cole with yet another chance there. This time a shot of her own that finds Erica Fryer's glove, but they've turned the Jets on. They've really woken up. They got their legs under them, and it's showing, and they look like they're about to get another one, quite frankly.
Yeah, they've been flying recently. As McKenna chips it past the Waterloo defender down deep into the near corner. McKenna following and giving chase. Turns back, tries to wait for reinforcements. Tries to find McEwen, but she's tangled up along the boards and is cleared out to the blue line and out over the stick of Monty. Rate gets on it. Pritchard in again. Pritchard tripped up and blocks her own teammate's shot as she's falling. Bodies going all over the place in front of the U of T net. U of T controls, finds McKenna. McEwen skating in, toe drag, McEwen! Oh, what a save once again! Michaela Schnarr! McEwen with a gorgeous toe drag to get herself into space, but Michaela Schnarr sends it back. Lenardon now trying to find the middle of the ice to James. It skips down behind the net. James now with it, tries to find Herford in front, and it's covered up once again by Fryer.
That might have been the cleanest toe drag I've seen in my entire life. There's no way we just saw that. She wins the race for the puck, toe drags around the other Waterloo defender, goes to the backhand, and I don't know if Schnarr got a piece of that or she missed the net, but regardless, that's going to be one of the plays of the game, and we still have at least 40 minutes to play in this one.
That was an incredible play on the offensive side and the net from Michaela Schnarr. If she managed to get a piece of that, as Blaise Savoie, the goal scorer for U of T, works in again. Blaise Savoie with another shot. That one's just wide of Schnarr. Athanasakos keeps it down in deep for U of T as Blaise Savoie is on it again. Athanasakos trades places behind the net and sends it back down for Blaise Savoie. Blaise Savoie walking the near boards, drops it for Athanasakos. Quick shot, and that one's going to be swallowed up by Schnarr on the near side.
What gave it away? Was it the crowd cheering there? This is a loud Waterloo fan base traveling in just for this game, and I don't blame it. It's their first McCaw Cup appearance in 22 years, in the entire university hockey program's 22 years. So it's good that they're getting all this support in such a big moment for the university.
And it must feel like a David versus Goliath for them. U of T with 19 titles. That's almost as many years as the Waterloo team has been around. Waterloo with another quick chance there, but it's defended well by Chan as she knocks it free in the neutral zone and is picked up by Delahaye. The Delahaye sisters play a little give and go at center ice, and it's sent down back deep into the near corner in the Waterloo end. Graubarger reads that pass, leaves it for Ashley Delahaye, who sends it back to the point for Chan. Chan walking the line towards the middle, finds Cole. Cole fires one on net, and looked like Schnarr never saw that one. As that one's chipped back out to the neutral zone, Cole gives chase back down into her own end. Gonna take it behind the cage of Erica Fryer as this one nears 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Chan now with it along the near boards, tries an aerial to center ice, but it's knocked away by James. James now plays it for Chan. Chan fires it down deep into the Waterloo end. A bounce off the skate of Schnarr. 18 seconds here as Taylor Trussler has it in the corner. McDonald trying to get her stick free but couldn't do it. Trussler leaves it at the point for Hilton. Hilton fires it back down deep for McDonald. McKnight now giving chase behind the Waterloo net. McKnight comes up with it, tries to spin and fire one on net, but it can't quite get there. 2 seconds left in this one. Puck pops free to McKnight right at the end of the period. A great chance for U of T, but Waterloo's defense gets down and blocks the shot. An insane finish to this first period.
Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you there, Andrew. The goalie lost it. Michaela Schnarr had no clue where it was, and the puck bounced out front, and the Varsity Blues a clear chance, but a great job by the Waterloo defender to get in the way of the shot, keeping this one tied going into the second period.
Yeah, the pace for this one has picked up. 7-7 shots don't do this one justice. We'll be right back for the second period of the final of the McCaw Cup at the Varsity Arena.
So, how does it feel?
Just right.
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
One, two, three. Diversity in sports. This is what girls do. 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 This is what girls do.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
I belong.
I belong. I belong.
I belong. I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
Saying I belong carries significance.
It goes beyond individual or team performance.
It touches on the broader social context of the representation within sport.
Saying I belong conveys a powerful message.
A message of empowerment, resilience, and the breaking of barriers.
Signifies determination to overcome obstacles
and succeed in an environment that may not always be inclusive
or representative of diverse backgrounds.
Saying I belong asserts the right to be recognized, respected, and valued.
It highlights a desire to challenge stereotypes and to promote diversity.
It inspires others from similar backgrounds to pursue their dreams in sport while feeling supported.
Saying I belong can also serve as a reminder to the sports community.
A reminder of the importance of inclusivity, equal opportunity.
And create an environment that celebrates and embraces diversity.
It can pave the way for greater representation
and contribute to positive change in the industry.
Saying I belong is a powerful affirmation
that everyone has a rightful place in the sport.
How does it feel? Just right?
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
This is what
Welcome back, everybody, to Varsity Arena, home of the University of Toronto. Varsity Blues hosting the McCaw Cup final between the Varsity Blues and the Waterloo Warriors. A fast-paced first period ending at 1-1. Matt, what did you see in the first period that you liked?
I saw Waterloo turn on the Jets. They started flying the last 10 minutes of that period, getting a goal from Carly Orth and nearly getting some from some of their big names like Leah Herford and Madison Pritchard, everyone getting quality chances. And the Varsity Blues, they didn't step back. They didn't shy away from the big moments. They got the scoring started with Juliette Blaise-Savoie. They got their chances as the period went on. Taylor Tressler got one. Nikki McDonald nearly scored at the end of the period there. And they're just keeping the pressure on. The shots say 7-7, like you said before we went to break, but it feels like it's way more. These goalies both look great, and we should be in for some great hockey the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Now, we saw Taylor Tressler go down with an injury earlier. She's back on the ice now. Do you see any ill effects, or has she looked like her normal self?
I haven't noticed anything just yet, but she also only got a couple shifts in since the injury. We'll see how the body reacts now that she's kind of calmed down. The adrenaline has kind of left her system. And it's going to be a big momentum swing one way or another. For Waterloo, they can go, all right, this Toronto team's missing their captain. This is our time to strike. Whereas for the Varsity Blues, they go, she's played 102 games in the regular season. She's won 2 McCaw Cups. Let's go win this one for our captain. So it'll be interesting to see which side steps up there.
Absolutely. We're getting the second period underway here as Waterloo wins the draw back and sends it back to neutral ice, but Eagles dumps it back into the Waterloo end for U of T. McKnight giving chase on the puck as Fennell starts to break out. U of T down into their own end, bounces out front. Fryer comes out to play it. It's to the wall for Herford, but she's taken down. No penalty on the play. Herford took an awkward tumble into the boards there as she got her stick lifted. Looks like she's talking to the official.
Yeah, it's not the first time that Herford's been taken down and wasn't happy about it. And if the refs are going to let them play like this, I'd have to say advantage Varsity Blues. They've taken a much more physical approach to this postseason. We see here, there might have been a bit of a trip there, probably was, but they have taken 9 penalties their last 2 games. So if they're going to get away with stuff like that, it's going to favor the Varsity Blues.
Yeah, absolutely. This one, Varsity Blues win this one back into their own corner, but the battle's won by Waterloo. Varsity Blues end up clearing it up out to center ice, but it's stopped there by Fennell and sent back in over the blue line. Waterloo has to tag up because they were offside. Cole with tons of time now as she sends it up the boards. McEwen makes another couple moves as she walks her way in, finds Howland across the blue line. She fires it across to Chan. Chan winds one up. That one's blocked. Chan with it along the blue line again, just sends it back down in behind the net to McEwen. McEwen battling behind the net, finds Howland out front, tries to walk out front, but couldn't quite get there. She gets tangled up with McKenna. And it's an odd man rush here. Cole streaking down the far side. She gets the pass. Cole, and another save by Fryer. Fryer once again robbing Brooklyn Cole on the doorstep for the second time this game.
And she went to the same move. She took the pass one-on-one and she went to her backhand. And once again, Erica Fryer slid over, making it look easy. And she's going to cover up eventually there, leading to another face-off. But Erica Fryer proving why she was all second-team OUA.
Absolutely. She has been locked in so far in this one as a bit of a scramble in front of the U of T net. Nobody can seem to find the puck right now. U of T ends up coming away with it and clears it out from some help from Grauberger. Grauberger giving chase, but it's Waterloo starting the breakout here. Orth fires another one in on net, and it's turned away to the corner, but it's held in again by Waterloo at the blue line. A quick move back to the corner. Orth walks out in front, can't find the puck. Erica Fryer, early on in this second period, has now turned away Brooklyn Cole and Carly Orth.
We're seeing just how talented some of these players really are with their hands. Trisha Cho putting on another nice move there, walking around a Varsity Blue defender, sends it to Orth, looking for her second, but she couldn't beat Erica Fryer. It took a perfect shot the first time, and it's likely going to take a perfect shot to beat her another time.
Absolutely. Herford steps in for the draw for Waterloo, but it's won by U of T as they send it up the near boards. Elders clears it out to the neutral ice, but no further. Bassett going to send it down in on Fryer, and she's going to hold on to that one with Herford barreling down the center of the ice towards her.
I don't mind that from Waterloo. Fryer, as well as she's been playing, gave up a goal from a similar area in the first game of the Varsity Blue playoffs against the Queens Gales. So to kind of just keep her on her toes, make sure she's engaged. I'd throw them on like that every once in a while if you can.
Yeah, make sure she's not getting too stagnant back there in the net. As we see a crazy bounce out front there that Fryer takes care of, and is pinned in back behind the Varsity Blues net. Trying to get worked free by Toronto to try and start a breakout, and they do. Taylor Trussler skating up the boards. Makes a move and tries to find Monty streaking up the ice, but she couldn't, and Eagles is back. She wins the race to the puck behind the U of T net. Controlling in the near corner. Eagles fires it up the boards. Trussler smacks it out to neutral ice, and it skips over the stick of Bestick, and it's an odd-man rush for U of T. McKnight, quick shot, but it's saved once again by Schnarr.
McKnight didn't make it too difficult. That hit her straight in the Waterloo logo, excuse me. But she's still in the right position to make that save, so it's a great job by Michaela Schnarr. I'd like to see the 2-on-1 be executed. Maybe take the pass. I know the defender is blocking the pass, but you don't have much of an angle on that shot. And with Schnarr being in position the way she was, it's an easy save for her.
Yeah, there was a well defended there by the Waterloo defender on the 2-on-1 as Cole picks off the puck from Chan, and she's going to try and blow wide around her. Cole once again driving towards the net and is turned away by Fryer, but Waterloo's still in possession. Tries to kick it to the near boards. Waterloo wins the race and sends it back down into the corner as Cole controls for U of T, but sends it back up the near boards. Couldn't quite get kept in there as U of T trying to press into the Waterloo end, but it's turned right back around, and it's Pritchard and Cole once again. Pritchard tries to find Cole, but this time it's broken up by Monty. A big hit along the boards there by Raitt, and that one looks like it's going to get called for body contact.
Yeah, listen, they've been letting him go all game. That one was clear as day. You can't let that go. The Waterloo fan base not going to be too happy about it, but she lowered her shoulder. She initiated the contact. If this were the PWHL, you'd be saying that's fine, let it go. But we'll take a look here, and you can see she played the hit. McKenna didn't have the puck anymore. You got to call that one, and the officials did.
It was a clean hit, no head contact or boarding, but not allowed in this one. As U of T goes to the power play, Monty keeps the puck in along the boards and sends it down to the corner, and is back up to Ashley Delahaye on the far boards. Monty now at the point, tries to get it across the Eagles, but that one's deflected out. Herford trying to give chase, but she can't quite get there for the odd man rush, and Graubarger brings it back in over the blue line. Graubarger sends it down into the corner, and she gives chase on James. Taylor Delahaye now with it in the far corner. She tries to send it down to her sister, but it gets tied up in the feet of the official. Graubarger sends it back to Eagles at the point, who sends it back down to Ashley Delahaye. She lets it go around the far boards for Taylor. Taylor Delahaye leaves it for Ashley. Ashley back up to the point to Monty. Back out to Ashley on the far boards. Down low to the corner. Out front! And a quick save there, as a great defense there as the Delahaye sisters trying to do a give and go.
Pretty Sedin-esque over there, where they knew the other one was going to be there. They've tried that one, I'd imagine, once or twice, and they got a great look out of it. Ashley Delahaye dumps it low to Taylor, who gets it right back, and her stick was just tied up, so she couldn't get enough on it. Schnarr covers up, forcing the face-off.
Another dangerous attack there from U of T as the #1 power play unit steps over the boards. Chan keeps the puck down low and sends it to McDonald. McDonald trying to corral the puck along the far boards as she's tied up. Fennell ties her up there as 2 U of T players come in to help out. Trussler walking the goal line, tries to get out front, just loses the puck off of her stick. She does block the clearing attempt behind the net, and McKnight controls. McKnight in the corner. Now Trussler. Trussler with it. Back out to McKnight. Keeps the puck, fires it. It's in front. It was in the body of McDonald, but she couldn't settle it down.
Wow, I don't know if that hit the post, but that flew off the shot and hit McDonald, and she couldn't find it in time to put in the open cage.
Another chance here. McKnight walking in, tries to find McDonald, but a sliding defender blocks the pass and clears it to the corner. Hilton now with it on the near boards. Tries to fire it back toward a Trussler. Just shoots it high. Trussler had to settle that one down as the puck was rolling when it got to her. Hilton keeps it in. Finds McKnight, who up in the air. McDonald tries to volleyball spike it into the net. And the referee is going to call a hand pass there. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, listen, that probably wouldn't have counted, it's safe to say. But you got to love what the Varsity Blues were doing on the first minute 53 of that power play. They haven't had much success on the power play all year. They scored 6 times in the regular season, just 3 times so far in the playoffs. But they got some great chances there. We saw one of them there with the shot that hit the post and came out. And now just 7 seconds left, the face-off coming outside of the Waterloo zone.
Yeah, U of T with these fans from Waterloo, Erica Fryer is going to have to be loud, letting them know that that player is coming out of the box. U of T controls off the draw, and Eagles sends it down deep in behind the Waterloo net as Athanasakos gives chase. Turnover there, Blasewall gets it in front to Elders. Couldn't quite corral the pass. Lots of chances for U of T, but the puck not cooperating with them. Down behind the Waterloo net now as Athanasakos gives chase. Pestering in behind the Waterloo defender. Blasewall helping her out. Athanasakos gets it back to Eagles at the point. Eagles, stutter step along the line. She's going to walk the near boards. Fires one in front. That one misses every stick. Monty sends it back down, and Elders with it behind the net. Works over to the far corner. Puck knocked off her stick, and it's going to be broken out by Pritchard. Pritchard turns it over. Elders trying to walk in. Howland keeps it into the blue line as well. Waterloo can't get this one out. Waterloo on the long change with some tired bodies on the ice now. U of T trying to keep the pressure on, and they do. McEwen and Howland combine to keep it in. McEwen trying to get there. McKenna now in the corner, in the near corner. McKenna walking out front. Finds Chan. Looks like a penalty's coming to Waterloo once again as Howland was taken down in front of the net. And U of T is going to go back on the power play.
Yeah, that's a frustration penalty. You can't have your captain take that. It's the first negative thing that Brooklyn Cole's done all night. She was fighting for position in front of the net there and just kind of took the feet out of the Varsity Blue player. I think it was Abby Howland. Hopefully we get it on this look right here. She takes her down, and you just can't do that. You got hemmed in your zone. You've had a tough start to this period, and once again the Blues go back to the power play.
Yeah, and the big line is coming right back out again as McKnight steps in for the draw against Herford of Waterloo. And McKnight wins it, but it's controlled by Waterloo as James comes out with the puck. James in a one-on-one tries to cut to the middle, and she does. Just trying to kill some time here as Waterloo with their second straight penalty kill. James still with the puck, walks back in, but Herford wasn't quite back across the blue line yet, and that one's going to be blown down for offsides.
Yeah, listen, they killed 15 seconds pretty simply. Tatum James, excuse me, kind of just skated around and killed time, and you can't be too mad about that. You would have liked to get a scoring chance going one-on-one with the defender there, but the fact that the face-off's now all the way at the other end of the ice, can't be too mad.
No, absolutely not. U of T wins a face-off all the way back down to Erica Fryer, and Monty controls behind the net. Monty up the far boards, cross ice, and it finds Eagles. Eagles lost control of it. Grauberger didn't see it, and it's sent back down into the U of T end. Monty controlling behind the net again as she finds Ashley Delahaye on the far side. Cross ice to Eagles. Eagles with a head of steam finds Ashley Delahaye. Delahaye rips one from the slot, and it's turned aside by Schnarr. Monty pinching into the blue line. She keeps it in and sends it back down to the far corner for Ashley Delahaye. Delahaye working along the board, sends it back to Monty. Monty finds Taylor Delahaye in the corner. Monty again at the point. Quick shot! That one's off the glove of Schnarr and deflected into the corner. Grauberger within the corner, leaves it for Ashley Delahaye, sends it all the way around the boards to her sister Taylor. Taylor jostling for position, can't get it, and the Waterloo comes away with the puck, and they're going to clear it all the way down the ice.
Another great chance for the Varsity Blues on the power play. They've struggled on the power play all year, and they're playing, I'd say they're playing their best hockey right now on the power play.
Yeah, tons of chances. They just haven't been able to settle the puck down when they need to. Taylor Trussler with a head of steam now, all the way through the neutral zone. Taylor Trussler tries to walk in, puck knocked away, right to a U of T stick, out front to McKnight. Just can't find a way past Schnarr. As you can see, this one, the chippiness starting to pick up in front of the net.
Yeah,
Michaela Schnarr.
That's Madison Pritchard coming in right away to clean the crease, but look at Taylor Trussler trying to get around everyone, gets a swing at it and finds McKnight in front of the net. Oh, captain, my captain. She's back and she looks good to go.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that injury's pretty much weared off now. As U of T lines back up for the face-off again, McKnight wins it, but it's once again controlled by Waterloo as they'll try and skate it out. This time Pritchard just sends it down into the far corner, and Waterloo's going to be first on it once again. Waterloo going to win the race to the puck on the near boards as well as Chan tries to tie it up. Trussler comes in to help and tries to dig it free. Waterloo just trying to kill time. Trussler digs it free and finds McDonald on the far side. Nikki McDonald trying to make her way in. She skates to the far corner around the blue line. A little toe drag goes behind the net. McKnight now behind tries to find Elders and she couldn't. Hilton now chips it back down in deep. McDonald fires one off from a sharp angle, and that one's all the way out of the Waterloo end as we're back to 5-on-5. Waterloo fires it all the way around the boards to the captain, Cole, fresh out of the box. Cole battling with Elders along the boards. Back to Show, back down to the near boards to Cole. Tries to fire one in front, that missed everybody and deflects back out to the point, and it's held in by Show. Show now all the way down onto the far boards. That one deflects out front, it's intercepted by Athanasakos. She gives it off to Blaise Savoie. Savoie with a head of steam, trying to skate all the way through the middle and fires it off to the boards to Athanasakos. That shot blocked near the blue line, and Waterloo's got numbers. Show leading the rush, tries to drop past it, but there's nobody behind her, and now U of T with a 2-on-1. It's Elders and Blaise Savoie. Elders tries the shot, but it's blocked once again by a sliding defender, and a big cross-check after the play. No call once again by the officials as Emma Elders once again gets stonewalled.
Yeah, I asked them to start passing on the 2-on-1s. That's 2 in a row they've passed on, but they can't get the pass through. The Varsity Blues fans furious at the cross-check, or the collision we'll call it, that comes in a second. But a great play by, I think that's Trisha Cho, to slide down. No, it's not Trisha Cho, it's another 2. But a great defensive play to prevent the pass from getting through.
As U of T still with possession on the near boards in the Waterloo end. McEwen tries to drop it off for Hilton, but is picked off. Hilton regains it and sends it back down behind the net for Abby Howland. Howland jostling for position, she's gonna leave it for McEwen. McEwen starts the cycle game and is back in around the net. McKenna tries to pin it along the boards. Trying to work it free now. Abby Howland comes in to help. The puck's free along the boards and it's to the stick of Abby Howland. McKenna now trying to give chase behind the net. Waterloo trying to start a breakout on the near boards, and they do. They get it out to center ice, and it's Herford. Walks into the top of the circle, shoots, and it's just wide on the short side. McKenna gets flattened on the boards by James. Waterloo keeps the puck in on the boards, blocked right in front of the net by Hilton, and it's going to fall right to the stick of McKenna. U of T trying to get the puck down deep into the Waterloo end for a change, but they just can't quite get there. McEwen comes all the way across the ice to shut down the odd man rush, and Waterloo's going to be offside. Waterloo has to back out, and that gives plenty of space for Chan as she works up to center ice before she's cut off. Chan now battling right in front of the U of T net. Excuse me, in the front of the U of T bench. Chan pulls it out, and she's going to skate to the near side and skate it across the blue line. Tries to skate to the middle, but can't. It's knocked off her stick. But Graubarger just barely keeps it in across the blue line. Graubarger shoots it off the official, takes a weird bounce, and it's back down into the corner to Ashley Delahaye. Delahaye tries to leave it for Graubarger, but it's too hot for her to handle. Graubarger in front now. Quick shot, but that's turned aside by a defender from Waterloo. Fennell now with it along the boards, trying to clear for Waterloo. The line was held for a second by Eagles, but it's going to be turned back out to the neutral zone. Cole finds Taylor Delahaye, but it's just too hot for her to handle as it's down into the Waterloo corner. Fired all the way around to the far boards for Nikki McDonald to corral on the boards. McDonald tries to work her way in front. Almost an incredible move by McDonald there, just defended by Waterloo. Waterloo now with it in the far corner in their own end. Tries to get it to range, she tries to get it out and can't. Taylor Trussler now with it on the far boards. Finds McDonald, but the puck's too hot for her to handle. Eagles trying to back up. Puck takes a crazy bounce off the stanchion in the center of the ice there. The ref's calling a hand pass.
Yeah, the Varsity Blues aren't going to be too happy about that, and rightfully so. That one clearly hit the stanchion. No blue in the area. We'll see what the refs are talking about now. They're going to send the face-off all the way to just in front of the Varsity blue line. But I want to talk about that defensive play on Nikki McDonald there. She got around the defender. The defender used the body without hitting. So McDonald couldn't get to the puck that she pushed forward, and it stopped a scoring chance.
Yeah, that's what they needed. That's what Waterloo needs to do whenever U of T tries to make those high skill plays like McDonald just tried there, as Trussler gets ridden into the boards off the puck and it's loose behind the Waterloo net. McDonald now tries to play it back down and it's picked off by Waterloo. Waterloo just barely can't get the puck out as it's kept in once again by McDonald as U of T goes for a change. McKenna trying to give chase as Elders and Blaise Savoie hop over the boards. Fresh troops out there now for U of T as that one's going to be icing And Waterloo's tired bodies are going to have to stay on the ice here.
Yeah, luckily for the Varsity Blues, that one just had enough to get over the goal line. But I'm looking at the shots. We're looking at 4 shots aside a period. I want to talk to the stat tracker here. There's no way that each side's only had 4 shots. It feels, again, like we're getting fast-paced hockey with quality scoring chances.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been an incredible game so far, worthy of the finals. As a quick shot there's blocked in front of Thanasakos. Back to Chan. Another one that's going high and wide. Into the corner, and Blazeable gets it on the near boards, fires it back into the near corner. Elders now with it on the boards. She skates out towards the blue line, leaves it for Cole. Tries to fire one on net, but that doesn't quite get there. Cole couldn't hold the line, and it's flipped back out by Waterloo. Chan giving chase. That one just enough for icing there. The Waterloo fans not liking that one.
Yeah, the bench isn't too happy about it either, and I have to agree, I can't stand when players take their time, and Chan didn't even hide it there. She went into a glide, but the ref's gonna give him the whistle, maybe to make up for that hand pass.
Yeah, you know, like you said before, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
As U of T set for another offensive zone draw, Abby Hallen ties it up and is back to Eagles at the point. Eagles fires one on net, it's tipped, and it's once again turned aside and swallowed up by Michaela Schnarr.
Yeah, that's Eileen McEwen making her presence felt once again. She's been all over the ice as a forechecker and gets a stick on that one. Not a hard shot, but with the deflection, it's a difficult save for Michaela Schnarr. You see, she got her stick flat on the ice, works it as a ramp almost to tip that up, and Schnarr covers up.
Another scrum draw here as U of T comes away with it again. It's Howland, fires it around to the far corner. McKenna giving chase as she's taken down on the boards by the Waterloo defender. McEwen trying to keep the puck in, but she can't get there as it's across to James. James couldn't get it across the U of T blue line. Puck sent back out to neutral zone, and Monty's going to control in her own end as she skates it back out to the neutral zone and fires it to the far corner. Ashley Delahaye in on the forecheck. Delahaye trying to pin the puck in the corner with McEwen as it's skated around the net by Waterloo. It bounces out front, but Herford gloves it down, and she's going to skate it out herself. Herford tied up in the neutral ice there. It falls to James in. James couldn't quite get the shot away, but that's going to be a hooking penalty on U of T in center ice there.
Yeah, that's going to be could be a costly one for the Varsity Blues. Taylor Delahaye on a heavy back check there, going to get 2 for hooking, and this Waterloo power play has been effective, to say the least. They're 6 of 21, nearly 30% in the regular season. By the way, the Varsity Blues, they had just 7 in the regular season as we can see the hook. A great chance there for Tatum James as well, but she couldn't get a strong enough shot off to beat Erica Fryer.
Keep your eyes on number 20, Herford here for this Waterloo power play as she sets up on the far point. Scrambled draw, and U of T finds the puck, clears it out to the neutral zone. Fennell with it now, controlling for Waterloo as a puck's deflected, and U of T fires it all the way into the stands.
It's a souvenir. Imagine coming to the game and being able to say,
is that one's going to be a delay of game penalty?
Yes, it is. A 5-on-3 now for Waterloo. That is costly. The fans going to be happy about the puck. Vicky Sun-O'Hara can't be happy that her team's going to be 5-on-3, and she's taking a timeout. Excuse me, Waterloo is taking a timeout to kind of say, okay, we got a minute 40 here, 5-on-3, let's make this count.
Waterloo has been hemmed in their own zone for the last 5 or so minutes of this period, took 2 penalties. Now they get their chance. U of T takes 2 back-to-back, 19 seconds apart, and that second one was a rough one for U of T.
Yeah, the delay of game's just so frustrating because the officials have been letting them play. That the 2 calls they've made, they've both been obvious calls. They've had to take that. And that's another one, like you leave the official no choice. You shoot the puck from your own end, out of play. It's clear as day, especially in a moment like that when there's nobody around you, and you're gonna hurt your team more often than not.
Yeah, and it's a little weird because it didn't even look on the replay like the puck flipped up on her or anything. It was just maybe just a little bit of a errant shot there, trying to clear it down, make sure nobody can block it. But regardless, this is a massive moment for U of T.
Erica Fryer is going to need to stand up big here for the Blues.
As the draw is won by Waterloo, it's Fennell at the point. As they get set up, James on the near boards. Down behind the net. Back out to James. Up top to Fennell. Over across, and it's back to Fennell again, over to James. Over to Fennell, they're trying to find Herford on that far side, but can't quite get it to her. James now out front, and that one slips all the way through without touching anything. Fennel now with it on the far board. She slides it down below the goal line. Fennel with it again, ties slot, and that one's blocked by Monty. Fennel keeps the puck in on the blue line. She winds up, decides to pass to James. James tries to shoot one, it's blocked by Eagles and cleared to the corner. McDonald gets there, and she's going to clear it all the way down the ice.
A minute left in the 5-on-3, and you can't defend it much better than that. Nothing got through to Erica Fryer there.
No, that was as good as they could have asked for. Fennel now carrying it across the U of T blue line and stops at the near half boards. Trussler clears it down the ice once again. U of T killing off this 5-on-3 so far as Waterloo starts back from deep in their own end. It's Kiara Raitt. Drops it off to Fennel. Fennel skating through the middle of the ice on her own. Drives down to the half board. She's tripped up. Trussler trying to get there in time. She can't. Chan trying to pin the puck along the boards against 3 Waterloo players. There's Rain with it now on the near boards. Tries to feather one across, and she does. Now back to Cole. Out front. Cole back with it again. Tries to feed one in front. And that one's the first penalty's done for U of T. Taylor Delahay's back on the ice. Cole, a big block from Taylor Trussler as that one skips behind the net. U of T trying desperately to pin the puck and kill the rest of this penalty. A battle behind the goal line now. Cole was going at it along the boards with Chan there. That's tied up. The referee blows it dead, and there is 2 seconds left.
No shots on goal there for the Waterloo Warriors. They were trying so hard to get the puck to Leah Herford. And listen, I get it. You want the puck on the stick of your best player, but you've got to find a way to get shots on net when you have a 5-on-3. Just take a look here. Just block shots one after the other after the other. That one by by Aubrey Cole there. They just found bodies. They couldn't find anything that got through to Erica Fryer.
Yeah, this was a great display of penalty killing by the U of T Varsity Blues as Hilton is back out of the box now. As that one's poked through by Blaise Savoie, she tries to get it out across the blue line, and she does just barely, and Elders picks it up and keeps it going. She chips it down into the Waterloo end. As they pick up the puck, it's Sarah Irwin behind her own net trying to start a breakout. She loses control of it. McEwen trying to get, Elders trying to center it there. Thanasakos gets control and sends it back down into the corner to Elders. She stops up, skates along the near boards, drops it off to Eagles. Eagles on the near boards now down into the corner, fires it across to the far side. Thanasakos trying to win the race to the boards. She gets into a battle. Thanasakos trying to get the puck free, trying to work something, but that one's going to get blown dead by the official once again.
Thanasakos is someone I want to see more from for the Varsity Blues. She's so experienced. She's played 4 years with this team. She's won a title with them. She was one of their leaders in points. She just seems to struggle in playoff games. She's got just 10 points in her 20 career playoff games. This is the kind of moment where you need a player like that to shine, and she struggled to do so.
Eagles tries to fire one on net quick there. It's blocked back out to center ice and sent back into the corner by Monty, and that's going to be controlled by Fennel. Fennel across around the net. Lindsay Ashison getting harassed there by the U of T forecheck. She manages to skate away, find some space, and just flip it out to center ice, and is gloved down by Abby Howland. She's going to send it back down onto Schnarr.
They're going to give that one a shot on goal.
Across to Monty. That dump attempt is blocked at center ice and sent back out now. McEwen trying to give a chase, but it's up to Orth in neutral ice as she skates across the U of T line. Orth down into the corner, watched by Eagles. That one's tipped by a U of T stick onto their own net, and is still turned away by Fryer. McKenna taken down once again along the boards, this time by Cole, and she's slow to get up. The Waterloo captain gets back up and gets herself back into play as Fennel finds the puck and funnels it down into the far corner. Howland racing for it in the corner. She tries to fire it up the middle, and she does. McKenna trying to skate onto it, but can't get there as she lays out. That was Lindsay Atchison with the puck there. A lot of frustration coming out there for McKenna.
That's another one. You just can't do that. You have to be caught. You've been here before. This is a Varsity Blue team that won the McCaw Cup championship last year, and they're playing like they haven't been here before. That was Lindsay Atchison who took the hit, and she was drawing with McKenna after and gave her a little bit of a wave. You look, McKenna has the puck bounce over her stick. She's not happy about it. So what does she do? She just cross-checks her right across the chest. Can't do that.
That's just a poor penalty to take here for U of T in this kind of a situation, as Fennell fires the puck back in across the U of T line, and it's fired back out to the neutral zone. Picked off there by Trussler. She's going to walk across the blue line. Taylor Trussler fires one on net, and that's going to be swallowed up easily by Michaela Schnarr.
Yeah, these are two teams that don't love to be shorthanded, but they are capable offensively shorthanded. They both tied for the league lead with 4 shorthanded goals, and the Varsity Blues have 2 shorties in the playoffs. So this isn't a team that's just going to sit back in their own end. They're going to put pressure on you. They're going to make it difficult despite the fact that you have an extra player on the ice.
Absolutely, as that faceoff's won by Herford down into her own corner. McDonald and Herford tied up. McDonald gets free and keeps the puck down low. McDonald pressing on the forecheck while shorthanded. Herford now skating up the near boards with the puck. She finds Pritchard, who sends it down into the U of T end. Hilton corrals for U of T, and she sends it all the way back down the ice as Schnarr comes out to handle it.
Can only imagine what was going through her head on that clearing attempt.
Schnarr settles it down for show behind the net. Waterloo starting a breakout here as Orth steps in across the line. Orth once again tries to go up high again on Fryer. That one's turned aside. Orth with a similar shot, high glove, this time from the other side of the ice. That one's turned aside.
Yeah, with a shot like that, I'm almost surprised she doesn't lead Waterloo in goals this year. What a rocket.
Yeah, that's 2 shots now that have been almost perfectly placed. Erica Fryer did her homework on that one. Emma Eagles keeping the puck alive in neutral ice, not letting Waterloo get over the line easily, as Cole now takes it across the line for the Warriors. Down into the corner. It's fired across to the far boards. Waterloo controlling on this power play as it sends back across to Cole on the near boards. And another block shot by Taylor Trussler, and that one's going to be cleared down the ice.
Listen, that's exactly what you want from your captain come playoff time. She's willing to lay the body on the line. She's willing to get in shooting lanes, and she's able to score.
That's 2 block shots on these penalty kills after suffering an injury in the first period. Pure heart from the U of T captain. Herford, quick shot at the buzzer. That one's deflected well high. No goals in this period, plenty of chances. Tons of back and forth action. Waterloo gonna have 5 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, not too much time to really treat it like a power play, but these teams have been getting their chances both ways. Like you said, 20 minutes left in regulation. It'll be interesting to see what the third period looks like.
Worth noting that the game winner was scored last year in the final 10 minutes of the third period for U of T, so we'll see if they can get a hero once again. We'll be back after a short break for the final third period of this season.
So, how does it feel? Just right?
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
1, 2, 3. Diversity in sports. This is what girls do. 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 This is what girls do.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
I belong. I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
Saying I belong carries significance.
It goes beyond individual or team performance.
It touches on the broader social context of the representation within sport. Saying I belong conveys a powerful message.
A message of empowerment, resilience, and the breaking of barriers.
Signifies determination to overcome obstacles
And succeed in an environment that may not always be inclusive.
Or representative of diverse backgrounds.
Saying I belong asserts the right to be recognized, respected, and valued.
It hides a desire to challenge stereotypes and to promote diversity.
It inspires others from similar backgrounds to pursue their dreams in sport while feeling supported.
Saying I belong can also serve as a reminder to the sports community.
A reminder of the importance of inclusivity, equal opportunity.
And create an environment that celebrates and embraces diversity.
It can pave the way for greater representation
and contribute to positive change in the industry.
Saying I belong is a powerful affirmation.
That everyone has a rightful place in the sport.
So, how does it feel? Just right?
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
This is what girls
Welcome back, everybody, to Varsity Blues Arena for the McCaw Cup Final. This one sits at 1-1. I'm Andrew Foster with Matthew Isikow. Matt, let's take a look at how we got here.
Yeah, plenty of fast-paced action in the second period. Erica Fryer robbing Brooklyn Cole on that one, something we've said a couple of times tonight. And the Waterloo Warriors, they got off to a hot start, took a couple penalties, got hemmed in their own zone. We'll see here one of the Blues' many chances in this one. But once again, Michaela Schnarr stood her ground. And you see the Varsity Blues struggle on the power play, but not tonight. Their power play tonight was electric. They got some creative quality scoring chances, and then they kind of shot themselves in the foot. They took a hitting penalty. They took a delay of game for puck over glass, and they spent they killed an entire 5-on-3, and then took another penalty. So they're going to start the third period shorthanded for 5 seconds. But this one's going to be interesting. Both goalies have played incredible hockey. And just all around it, the goalies are playing well, the offenses are creating chances, and the defenses are great, getting in passing lanes and shooting lanes, and making sure that the goalie's life is as easy as it possibly can be, quite frankly.
Yeah, both teams' defensive players have not been shy to jump up into the rush, and it's created odd man rushes on both ends of the ice, and it's been electric hockey so far. But they're not just jumping up into the rush and then lollygagging back. They're jumping up and they're skating back. They're shutting down the odd man rushes on the other side too.
Yeah, what's great about this matchup is you got the 19 titles, the possible 4 and 5 year for McCaw Cup champions for the Varsity Blues, and they've never been here since the year they were created in 2002 Waterloo team. So you got the team that's been here before, knows what it takes to win, and the team that's trying to make history for their university. They want to be the group that wins the McCaw Cup the first time ever. So they have that same fire that the Varsity Blues have, knowing what they can do, and it's created some great hockey so far through the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, and the Varsity Blues, is worth noting, have 13 graduating players. So this really is the last dance for this core, and we'll see if they'll be able to pull this one out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You look at the Erica Fryer we mentioned off the top. She's only given, I guess it's now 16 goals through her last 13 games plus 2 periods. And Michaela Schnarr has given up just 2 goals in her last 62 shots, sorry. So just incredible goaltending. It's going to be tough to find the winner, but someone's got to do it.
Somebody's going to play hero here in this one as we get set for the start of the third period in the McCaw Cup Final. 5 seconds of power play time for Waterloo, as this one starts back at 5-on-5 now, with McKenna flying out of the box after the Waterloo defender. Abby Howland breaks it up in center ice, just can't keep that one in. She stays on it though, as Waterloo tries to push it up the boards, and they do in behind the U of T net. Monty gets there as Herford tries to pressure her. McEwen just manages to chip it out around James, and U of T controls back in their own end. McKenna fires it backhand down in deep behind the Waterloo net, and McKenna flies onto it. Abby Howland trying to pressure in behind the net. Waterloo holds on and starts to break it up the boards. James pressured along the half board. She can't quite get the puck out, and Taylor Trussler forcing the issue back down in the corner again. McKnight now with it on the half board, just skips over her stick, and it's going to be a breakout here for Waterloo as they flip it down into the U of T end. That one's going to be an ice, as they don't seem to be too happy about that one.
I was going to say, it seems like we've said it a couple times tonight that the Waterloo Warriors not too happy about a call. And that's Kiara Wright, who's just going all the way back, talking with the official, just kind of being like, what are we doing? Like, come on, help us out a little bit. But a quick minute, back to 5-on-5. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams have adjusted from the second to third period.
Absolutely. Chan fires one off the draw. That one hits McKnight and deflects into the corner as McDonald tries to stay on it. She's pressured and pushed hard into the boards, and Cole gets it for Waterloo. She's going to start the breakout. Along the half boards as James, she fires it near side. Atchison turns the puck over, and Chan holds it for U of T. She finds McDonald, who finds McKnight in along the boards. McKnight trying to toe drag and fire one on net. McDonald towards the net. Schnarr stands her ground and keeps that one out. Cole, the captain of Waterloo, streaking down the far side, trying to get around Hilton, but she closes that down and pushes it to the corner. Hilton tying up Cole in the corner now as the puck skips free. Bounces out front, but is controlled by Taylor Delahaye. Delahaye tries to fire it off the boards and out, but it's kept in once again. Hilton now with it on the far boards, as it's fired out to the neutral zone, but no further, as Irwin's going to fire it back across the blue line. A bit of a misplay there by Amoto. Waterloo back into the far corner. Irwin sends it back down deep from the point. Hilton trying to find Grauberger on the boards, but there's 3 yellow sweaters all crowded around. Orth now trying to walk the middle. Tries to fire it down low. She's still got it into the corner as she ties up Emoto. Orth skates away with it again. Orth still with the puck now in the corner. Tries to fire one out front. It takes a crazy bounce over the net. And that one flies away with no harm. Hilton turns the puck over at the blue line as Orth gets it once again. Orth is in, fires it out front, and that one's going to be turned aside. And Erica Fryer is going to dive on that one and swallow it up.
Yeah, right back where we left off to end the second period. Waterloo putting the foot on the gas here. And Carly Orth right at the kind of at the forefront of it all. You see here, she's behind the goal line basically making that pass, and she puts it right on the stick of Paige Rinn, who just can't beat Erica Fryer.
Another great save there by Erica Fryer. As this one's chipped out and down by Blaise Savoie. The U of T goal scorer giving chase, but she can't quite get there as it's chipped up along the half boards. She's backed up by Elders, though, as she walks in around the net. It's poked off her stick. Blaise Savoie in behind the net now, tries to fire a quick one on net. That one's turned aside. Blaise Savoie with it again in the corner as she cycles it back down for Elders. Elders skates up along the half boards, tries to walk into the middle. That one's poked off her stick. And Waterloo starts the breakout. It's Herford. She manages to headland the puck, and that one's fired down deep into the corner. Monty playing defense on that one. Elders with it on the half boards now trying to break out, but she's shut down, and Monty with it again in the corner. That one takes a crazy bounce off the stanchion again. Athanasakos now with it. She flips it high up into the air into the neutral zone, and Fennell gloves it down but loses control, and Blaise Savoie pokes it down over the blue line. Elders giving chase. Cole now with it at the blue line. As that was a bad pass, but that one just can't get picked off by McEwen. Eagles tries to fire that one down deep, and McEwen gives chase. McEwen gets a stick on it, but the pass still gets through. Fired out to the neutral zone to no man's land, and Cole fires it back down deep for Toronto. Waterloo now over the center line and over the blue line. Waterloo into the Toronto end. That one's picked off and brought back to the corner by Chan. Cole now bringing it around her own net. She fires it up the boards, trying to find McEwen, who gets picked off there. McEwen fires it to the far side, but Fennell again just shovels it back down in behind the U of T end for Cole to corral for U of T. She goes cross ice and back again for McEwen. McEwen trying to chip and chase here, trying to get something going for U of T. She's ridden into the boards there, but stays on the puck as there's a battle. It's in behind the net now as Abby Howland's on it for U of T. Tries to center it to McEwen, just couldn't get her stick free as in front of the net as she was tied up by Lindsay Atchison. Now it's Raitt now. Skating across the blue line for Waterloo. Fires one on net, that one's just wide. Waterloo now with it in the corner, trying to shield off Emoto. McKnight skates it around her own net. McKnight with it in the U of T end, just fires it all the way down the ice, and McDonald's flying after it. And that one's going to be held on to by Schnarr.
A real smart play there by Eileen McEwen. She got taken down in the corner, and I'm not sure if we have a replay look of it, but she grabbed onto the stick of Lindsay Atchison, preventing her from getting back into the play, just making it a 4-on-4. Despite the fact that McEwen was down, she took the player from Waterloo down with her, essentially, giving the Varsity Blues a real chance to score there.
Just a veteran play there, as Waterloo now straight back into the U of T end. Battling down deep in the corner is James, and she pokes it free, but it's corralled by McKnight. McKnight had it stripped at the blue line, and that one's going to be offside, as they were unable, Lenardon was unable to get back across the blue line.
Yeah, I don't blame Tatum, James. I got excited there too. I thought the Warriors had a nice little rush coming, but like you said there, the Pritchard, I don't remember who you said it was, but someone couldn't get onside, and James got all excited and entered the zone too quick.
Yeah, Lenardon just got trapped down deep there. But like you said, anytime you get a turnover at the blue line, you get excited, you want to get on the attack right away. Quick pass there by Blaise Savoie, just skips over the stick of Elders as she gives chase. Elders wins the race to the corner, and she keeps possession. Walks out in front. Emma Elders puts one on net, and that one's turned aside. Elders still giving chase on it now in the neutral zone as she takes possession once again. Elders fires it far side to Athanasakos. Tries to fire it down deep, but fans on it, and it falls right to Chan. Chan walks into the blue line, fires one on net. That one's turned aside by Schnarr.
I think that was how they drew it up.
Sorry?
I think that's how Athanasakos drew it up.
Oh, obviously. Quick shot there by Grauberger. That one's deflected Bounces off the boards and back to Schnarr as she follows that one up and freezes the puck. Schnarr getting a little more action now.
Yeah, and Emma Elders is flying out there. Emma Potter's normally the one that's skating all over the place. She'll get in on the forecheck and then get back and make the defensive play. But Emma Elders first in on the forecheck and the first on the back check. Just great effort there from the Varsity Blue forward.
That one's held in at the blue line just barely, and it's fired over to the near corner of the Waterloo end. Waterloo with a dangerous pass across the middle of the ice, but it works out for them as they break out, but only to center ice as that one's turned back around. Waterloo with it again, it's Pritchard. Pritchard skating in on the near boards, tries to cut to the middle, it can't get there. Quick shot by Raitt, but that one's turned aside once again by Fryer.
Yeah, it's a strong shot there by Raitt. And she is 5'9", so she might not be one of the biggest players on the ice, but she got to the front of the net real easily there after the shot too to get the rebound, and they couldn't push her out. That's strong. A good shot, an easy save by Fryer, but Raitt gets in the face of Fryer, just making her presence known.
Absolutely. There's a quick shot there as Waterloo firing one straight off the draw, but that one turned aside by Fryer into the corner. Quick move of the goal line there. Waterloo trying to find any way to get this puck to the center of the ice. Finds a way there, and it's tied up by Eagles, and she's hauled down with no call on the play beside the net. Puck battle ensues in the near corner there. U of T fans going crazy about that call, or non-call. Puck battle still as U of T starts to dig the puck free for the breakout. McEwen couldn't get the puck past the pinching defender. Eagles now tries to close down to the goal line. Raitt again making herself felt in the crease there as Waterloo starting to get in the face of Erica Fryer.
Yeah, they gotta make her feel more uncomfortable. She's so calm and collected in that crease. But Andrew, it's the third period of the McCaw Cup Finals. The refs aren't gonna call a thing unless they have to. And you take a look there, the puck bouncing off bodies, off sticks, and it nearly creates a chance. There you see the call, or the non-call that U of T fans are so upset about, as the Warriors are going to get waved out of the dot there.
There's another offensive zone draw here for Waterloo, as I believe Pritchard's going to step in and take it after Cole was kicked out. And Pritchard wins it. Cole plays it back to the defender. Irwin brings it back across the line. That one's going to be offside, as Waterloo had 4 players stacked across the blue line there. Just a bit of miscommunication, it ends up coming across.
Yeah, it's a tough pass and a fast game. When that that just slightly went out of the zone, but Irwin was so focused on creating some more offense that she just walked in without even realizing.
As U of T finally gets the puck out across the blue line now. Taylor Trussler corrals it in center ice. She loses the handle up near the U of T bench. It's taken away there by Pritchard. Pritchard skates in on the far boards, tries to feather one in front, and that one's turned aside. Cole now shoots a backhand from a sharp angle. That one's stuck in behind the net now as a battle. Pritchard battling for Waterloo down in the corner with McKnight. McKnight takes her down, pokes the puck free. McDonald now couldn't get the puck out, but it's fired to Cole as she controls for U of T. And McKnight trying to skate onto that one as it was just out of her reach. Cole corrals it for U of T and fires it back in off the skate of the linesman in behind the Waterloo net. Trussler loses her stick, trying to forecheck there. Athanasakos picks it off in the neutral zone, and U of T looks to turn it back up ice. Les Savoie giving chase there on Show. Show fires it far side to Irwin. Irwin tries to put it back behind the net to Show, and she does, but Athanasakos is right there on the forecheck. Back down into the corner. Athanasakos couldn't find it. And here it is. Herfert on the rush, on the near boards. Tries to feather one across, and there it is. What a save! Erica Fryer coming all the way across the net to Rob Tatum-James back in front again. Erica Fryer once again. Tatum-James will see that in her nightmares.
You need your best players to make plays like that in moments like this. Erica Fryer, you've made the save of the game in the McCaw Cup Finals. Wow!
That was one of the best saves I have seen.
Leah Herford with a 2-on-1 with Tatum-James, and Erica Fryer slides across with the blocker and makes it look easy. Wow!
Erica Fryer willing U of T to stay in this game right now. As the puck's fired back down in behind the U of T end. Francesca Monti plays it around to the near corner as it's back to the point. Back down into the near corner as Chan's on it. Excuse me, Eagles is on it. Eagles tries to find McKenna. That skips over her stick and is back down deep into the U of T end. Waterloo pressing still. U of T trying to find a way out of their own end. Howland has the puck and it just gets over the blue line. McKenna with it now. She finds McEwen, but it skips through her feet, but it's into the Waterloo end. McKenna trying to give chase. Cole will stop it for U of T there. All the way across the ice to Chan, and she'll walk in, but she's by herself. Chan stops up, waits for reinforcements, and fires it down around the net all the way across to Ashley Delahaye. Delahaye plays it behind the net to Taylor. Taylor leaves it for Ashley. She skates around to the near boards. Ashley Delahaye with it on the half boards. She fires it back down deep, cycles it to Taylor. Puck skipped over the stick of Sophie Grauberger. Cole tries to shoot it, but fans on it. Chan tries to keep it in, and she can't. Chan barely managing to keep the puck away from a breakaway there for Pritchard. As a bit of miscommunication once again at the blue line from U of T. Looks like that one's going to be called icing on Waterloo there. I think Waterloo thought they got a stick on it in center ice, but
yeah,
the rest
I think
disagreed.
so too, but that's another moment that we're going to look at and go, they might have saved a great play there. Kaylee Chan kept a breakaway, but here's Herford making the pass to James, and once again, Erica Fryer, there's no way to put into words how nice that save was, just sliding across a prayer, if anything.
An incredible save by Erica Fryer in the third period in the McCaw Cup Finals as Taylor Trussler picks off and pass in the center of the ice, and she dumps it back down into the near corner. Trussler pressing McDonald now into the corner. Hilton pinching all the way down to the far corner, but McKnight's there to back her up at the point. McKnight fires it all the way back down. It's going to ring all the way around the boards to the near side. Trussler putting pressure on, and it's turned over back to a Moto at center ice, and McDonald's going to turn up ice and chase it back down into the corner. McDonald, McKenna now as Waterloo just dumps it back to center ice, but no further as a tough bounce off the glass there. McDonald just couldn't turn on that one. No way you could have saw that bounce coming, and it's deflected down deep into the U of T end now. Monty tries to fire it back to her defensive partner, but wasn't ready for it. Just kept into the blue line off. Fancy move there by Fennell, but it's just out now as Athanasakos tries to find Elders in the middle of the ice. She couldn't, and is turned back as Waterloo controls in their own end. Blaise Savoie and Athanasakos on the chase. Waterloo breaks out to center ice, and it's Herford. Puck swept off her stick, but she stays on it down below the goal line. Backhand easily saved by Erica Fryer, and she holds on.
Yeah, that one a little bit easier for Fryer, but again, flash in the leather, you know? Yeah. She's got to let them know that she's feeling comfortable and confident, and she makes her 16th save of the game, keeping this one all tied up at 1.
And it seems like 16 saves, but it feels like all of them have been 10 bell saves in this one. An offensive zone draw here for Waterloo as they win it back to the point. It's Irwin. She fires it down to the near corner for James. James out front. Fryer playing a little bit of defense for herself there. She couldn't get up, though. Howland just barely manages to get the puck outside the blue line as Irwin brings it back across for Waterloo. She fires it in, but it's blocked by Howland, and she clears it out again. Irwin fires it back down. U of T with some time. Monty fires it up the boards to McEwen, but she was tied up as that one falls all the way down into the Waterloo end. No icing. McKenna forcing the issue on Show as the two get tangled up and they go to the ice. McEwen trying to dig the puck free. McEwen with it along the boards, leaves it for McKenna, who tries to cycle it back to Chan. That one skips under her stick and is going to fall back out, and Cole is going to retrieve.
Yeah, that's not going to count as a save for Erica Fryer, but she's prevented an easy chance there. That was going right in front to Leia Herford, and that's not who you want with the puck in front of your net like that. So a great play by Fryer.
Absolutely, a wonderful play. She's been on her game, and there's another chance for U of T. A quick shot, and that one goes off the side of the net. I believe that was Ashley Delahaye that took that shot. Taylor Delahaye now within the slot, tries to find Ashley down low, and it's somewhere in the equipment of Michaela Schnarr. I don't even think she knew where it was.
No, but she was going to sit there until the ref blew the whistle. She was praying, come on, I need this blown dead. I don't know where it is, but I hope it's not in the net. And that was the first real shot the Varsity Blues have really had this third period. It's been all Waterloo offensively. Dangerous opportunity after dangerous opportunity. And a great chance there for Grauberger and Ashley Delahaye. But Michaela Schnarr holds her ground.
Waterloo has owned this third period so far, and they break back out again. It's Raitt. Chips it up for Pritchard, and she chips it in her own end. Erica Fryer just fired it off of Chan and back into her own glove. I think I saw Lamar Jackson do that.
That's
in the
kind of
playoffs.
stuff you would have seen in NBA Street, where you throw it off your teammate's back and alley-oop it to yourself. That was definitely not what Erica Fryer intended there. But luckily, she had the self-awareness to say, okay, like, I got to cover this up. She caught it, calms down the game, slows it up, face off in the blue zone.
And you can see the confidence there. No panic when it comes back at her. She just gloves it, and she's perfectly fine. Waterloo with it, tries to center it again. The puck's bouncing around in front of the net, and it's gloved down and played back to the point. Back over to Fennell, fires one on net, and another block by Nikki McDonald. McDonald with a big block there as the puck's fired back down deep into the corner. Waterloo still on it. Puck fired all across to the far corner now. Eagles tries to play it for Trussler, but it's over his stick, her stick. And that one's going to go all the way down for icing. Looked like Lindsay Atchison might have had a play on that, but the linesman deemed that there was no play. It jumped over her stick.
Yeah, I might have to go get my hearing check. I thought I heard the puck deflect off the stick of Lindsay Atchison. I guess not. And the faceoff coming right back to the Varsity Blues end, and the big line on for the Warriors.
McKnight loses the draw. Took a big deflection there as it went just over the left shoulder of Erica Fryer. This one's pinned along the boards now as U of T tries to kill some momentum here for Waterloo. The puck squeaks free to McDonald as she skates it across the blue line and dumps it down. That one is going to be icing once again, though, as McDonald unable to get to center. And this line is still going to be stuck on the ice. Trussler, McDonald, and McKnight have been out there for a while now.
Yeah, I almost want to call that a brain fart. You're a stride or two away from center ice. Take that extra stride, dump it down, or hit it off the boards. You cannot ice that again.
No, that's just a mental lapse there at the end of a long shift. Eagles plays it behind her own net. Monty plays it to McDonald. McDonald fires it out the middle of the ice. It's almost picked off by James. Fired back across the U of T bench to Eagles, and Trussler fires it down deep into the Waterloo end.
Yeah, that's a well-deserved break for that line, but McDonald's still out there.
McDonald still trying to give chase. That one looks like it's going to be an icing call on Waterloo, though, as that one just skipped through the feet of the winger.
I guess the forecheck worked out. She gets to go off the ice, and the Varsity Blues get an offensive zone draw. 6:01 to play in the McCaw Cup Finals. We're all tied up at 1, man. This is great.
This has been a tremendous hockey game so far, as the Athanasakos can't win that one back. And Waterloo controls in the defensive end. A breakout pass there, and here's Rynn. Rynn tries to feather it in front, but that one can't get corralled by Herford. Elders trying to turn up ice. She trips up, but still gets the pass to Blaise Savoie and gets it out of the end. Blaise Savoie. Rynn tries to run interference and ends up getting knocked down instead. Elders trying to deal with the player coming straight off the bench. Taking down Abby Howland now with a head of steam through the neutral zone. She stops up on the near boards and fires it down around the net. Elders going for it. She tries to play it back down for McEwen, but can't get there. Eventually it does. Hilton trying to pinch up, but she can't quite get there. As U of T is going to fire it back down in deep. That was McKenna. Howland giving chase to the loose puck in the corner now on the far side. McEwen in there with her. McKenna trying to give support, but it's Waterloo that skates away with it. And it's a 2-on-1 for Waterloo. McKenna trying to back check. Here's Waterloo, shoots, and another great block by Emoto. Another odd man rush thwarted by the defense. Show stops that clearing attempt, though, at neutral ice. Howland takes it with a head of steam. She couldn't quite get going, and she gets tripped up, and that one's going to be an icing call against U of T. And once again, another tired U of T line is going to get stuck on the ice. This one's a bit of a hodgepodge line, as looks like there's Graubarger, Ashley Delahaye, and Howland, unless they get sent off.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one, but a great save by, a great block by Lauren Emoto, getting in the lane, and a great back check by Katie McKenna. These teams both want it. They're heavy on the back check, just like the forecheck, and we're in crunch time right now.
Absolutely. Final 5 minutes of the third period of the McCaw Cup final. Fennell tries to pin that one on the boards in the neutral zone. Howland won't let her do it. Howland now. Looks like there's going to be a penalty called on U of T here. A trip on Herford in the neutral zone. Herford gets up, still has the puck though. That one's going to get blown dead, as Waterloo is going to go back to the power play on a tripping call.
Yeah, that's just bad timing. Leah Herford with a great move to get around the Varsity Blue player. I didn't quite catch who it was. They're on their way to the bench now. They don't seem too happy about it, and I wouldn't be either. 4:20 left in the third period of the finals, and you got to play down a player 5-on-4 for at least 2 minutes, or I guess 2 minutes or less. But regardless, I wouldn't be too happy about it either. You take a look there; it's clearly a penalty. Just can't be doing that. I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, and that's another one, just a mental lapse at the end of a long shift. As Waterloo with a glorious chance here. Fennell at the point, feeds it to James. James on the far side, plays it down low. Tries to center it in front, but that one skips away. Herford back to Fennell, over to James. James on the far side tries to center it in front and just can't get control of it out front there. Trussler with a hustle play as she gets the puck outside the blue line. No, she gets taken down, but no call on the play. The U of T bench wanted one that was right in front of them. Herford now skating across the blue line. She dumps it down in, and Monty's going to play it behind the U of T net. Puck squeaks out to the side of the net. McDonald down it now. McDonald's going to go for a skate. McDonald's got some ice. McDonald tries a fancy move, but it's turned aside. But she killed off enough time as this one's down to nearly a minute left on the power play. Cole now into the near corner here for Waterloo. Plays it back down. In behind the U of T net now. Carly Orth with it in the corner. She's pinned up along the boards by Cole. Puck squeaks out, and McDonald with another block as she sends it to the corner. McDonald finds the puck there and chips it behind her own net, and she fires it off the glass and all the way down the ice. 30 seconds remaining on this power play.
We're seeing it again. The Varsity Blues getting in the shooting lanes and making life very difficult for the Warriors behind the net, making them earn every pass.
Absolutely, as Raitt makes a quick move around the defender, and she's in below the goal line. She shrugs off Eagles behind the net, but McKenna's there to back her up. McKenna trying to pin the puck along the boards just to kill time here. The puck squeaks free. It's Orth, makes a move. Orth through the front of the net. It's a scramble. The ref blew the puck dead as it squeaked out. Erica Fryer once again manages to keep the puck out of the net.
The Warriors fans under us are furious, and I understand why the ref blew it dead, but that puck was loose. Just as the ref blows the whistle, a great move there by Carly Orth to force the chaos in front of the net. It's loose. You're going to see it come right across the crease, right there at the bottom of your screen. Would have been right on the stick of Orth, but the ref blew it dead because they lost sight of the puck.
Yeah, it's what they're trained to do. It was just a tough angle for the official there. Offside, looks like it's going to be called on Fennell there as she tried to fire one on net.
A bit of a late whistle there, and I have to wonder if the Varsity Blues bench played any part of that. It looked like it could have gotten out from our angle, but it wasn't until there was a loud scream from that bench that the ref blew the whistle.
You got to do everything you can to win in these moments, and even if that means trying to influence a call, you do everything you can. As there's a battle on the near boards, U of T trying to get possession and send it down into the into the Waterloo end. Fennell controls it and sends it back down behind her own goal line. McDonald pressing on the boards there, but it's brought out by Herford. Herford fires it to the middle of the ice, but it's picked off by Trussler, and she finds McKnight. McKnight skates it over the blue line, but she's all by herself. McKnight trying to wait for reinforcements as she chips it down below the goal line behind the net, and Ashley Delahaye gives chase. Puck's fired up off the glass and just chipped out of the Waterloo end as Hilton fires it down into the far corner again. Taylor Delahaye giving chase, and that one squirts out. Back to Hilton and neutral ice again, and she fires it back down. A minute 30 to go in this one as Waterloo has it behind their own goal line. A bit of a broken play there, but it works as Waterloo gets the puck out and Cole's on it. She gets pinned off, and it's Raitt. Raitt against Hilton in the corner, and Hilton wins that and plays it free for Ashley Delahaye. Puck squeaks back down to the corner of the Raitt. Chan now with it behind her net. She tries to start the breakout, but it's picked off by Waterloo. Irwin with it at the point. She tries to fire one on net, and it gets blocked by Grauberger. Sophie Grauberger in alone. Just shoots that one high. A great back check there by Irwin. Didn't give Grauberger much to look at. Show that time. Had a chance to start a rush, but lost the puck in her feet. 45 seconds left in this one. Waterloo with it behind the net. They try and start the breakout. It bounces out to center ice. Monty fires it to Blaise Savoie, who dumps it back down into the near corner. Athanasakos giving chase, trying to pin it in the corner. Elders now giving chase. Blaise Savoie chipped over her shoulder to Rin. just skipped over her stick, and it's down into the U of T end. U of T clears back out, and it's held once again by Show. Show tries to fire it into the U of T end, and it takes a couple of crazy bounces. Athanasakos dumps it back out, and Show has it in her own end. Show gives it to Irwin in the Waterloo end. 5-4. As this one is going to overtime.
Yeah, Sophie Grauberger might lose some sleep on that one depending on how this ends, but an incredible back check by Sarah Irwin to rush the shot by Grauberger. And this is the kind of stuff dreams are made of, Andrew. The McCaw Cup Finals, one aside, we're going to overtime.
Now, this is continuous overtime, 20-minute periods. This is the playoffs, so there's no shootout in this one, much like the NHL rules. This is going to be continuous overtime. This one should be fun. We've seen these teams go back and forth constantly throughout this game so far. We'll take a quick break, but coming back, a winner will be crowned in the McCaw Cup Finals.
So, how does it feel? Just right?
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
1, 2, 3. Diversity in sports. This is what girls do. 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 This
where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
I belong. I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
Saying I belong carries significance.
It goes beyond individual or team performance.
It touches on the broader social context of the representation within sport. Saying I belong conveys a powerful message.
A message of empowerment, resilience, and the breaking of barriers.
Signifies determination to overcome obstacles
and succeed in an environment that may not always be inclusive
or representative of diverse backgrounds.
Saying I belong asserts the right to be recognized, respected, and valued.
It hides a desire to challenge stereotypes and to promote diversity.
It inspires others from similar backgrounds
to pursue their dreams in sport while feeling supported.
Saying I belong can also serve as a reminder to the sports community.
A reminder of the importance of inclusivity, equal opportunity.
And create an environment that celebrates and embraces diversity.
It can pave the way for greater representation
and contribute to positive change in the industry.
Saying I belong is a powerful affirmation
that everyone has a rightful place in the sport.
So, how does it feel? Just right?
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
One, two, three. Diversity in sports. This is what girls do. 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 This is what girls
Welcome back, everybody, to Varsity Arena, home of the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, and tonight, home of the McCaw Cup final. This one is headed to overtime, 1-1. Matt, how did we get here?
Well, we saw early goals in the first period, and we haven't seen any goals since, but we've seen plenty of chances. We see more of the stick handling there, and it's just been back and forth hockey. Some nice moves by the Varsity Blues led to a chance there, but haven't really been able to. They had one shot, beat Michaela Schnarr. That wasn't a goal. They hit the post, and the Warriors are about to step out now to the loud cheers. Yes, those are the Waterloo fans that are quite loud. They're the ones that have had to be constant offense. But McCaw Cup defenders, they won last year, the Varsity Blues. They're trying to get 2 in a row. The Warriors, they want that first one, and someone on one of these two teams is going to get a moment that they're going to be able to talk about for the rest of their lives.
Now, it's worth noting, too, that with all the pressure that Waterloo had last period, both teams are on the long change now. So they're farther away from their bench in the defensive zone. If one team can get sustained pressure and trap one line on the ice, it could spell disaster.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Maybe a penalty leading to something like that. You got to play mistake-free hockey at this point. The officials are trying to stay out of it as much as they can, and I get that. It's the finals, so you have to make plays. You can't take risks. And we've seen both these teams take plenty of risks with how frequently their defenders have jumped up in the rush, and their goaltenders just constantly bailing them out. We saw a block shot by Lornamoto there, and defenders have been getting in the shooting lanes as well. So it's been great hockey, quite frankly. I don't want to give too much credit to one area without crediting another, because everyone's played a spectacular game.
This has been worthy of the finals. Neither one of these teams were the 1 seed in their respective conference, but these two are playing at the highest level of hockey right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. They say the playoffs are a different game, and both these teams have adapted to that version of hockey, and they're playing incredible defensive hockey. They're helping out their goalies. Everyone's playing within their system. The Varsity Blues want to play low behind the opposing team's net. When they've gotten into their system, that's what they've done. Waterloo wants to create some fast break chances. They want to go end-to-end. They want Leah Herford to get her chances, and they've done just that.
And there's not many teams in the OUA that are capable of outskating the Varsity Blues, but so far the Waterloo Warriors have done that.
Yeah, and Toronto's lost game 1 of their first 2 series. Now this one's gone to overtime. We'll see if they can end that trend.
As overtime is underway here as Waterloo controls in their own end. They try and break it out, and here's Herford. She tries to feed it across to James, but it's intercepted by Truslow, who sends it back down deep into the Waterloo end. Waterloo trying to clear, and it's fired back down behind the Waterloo net. A tough bounce there as Eagles pinches in and sends it right back where it came. Monty now pinches in on the far side, and she'll send it back into the corner. James on the near boards with tons of time trying to break out for Waterloo. Herford sets a pick and gives her some space, and James is through the neutral zone over the line. Eagles separates the puck, tries to leave it around for Trussler, just skips under the stick of James.
The Blues got a quick change there too.
Trussler barely gets that over the line. And like you mentioned, quick changes are going to be the story of this period with the long change. Waterloo controlling in their own end now as they try and break out. Cole, the captain of Waterloo, sends it to no man's land and is controlled by Chan for U of T, who fires it into the Waterloo bench, and that one's going to be blown dead.
You know, I don't know if that hit one of the coaches, but the backup goalie was right there, turned out of the way. You're the one with all the padding on. You got to defend your teammates.
There's no glove on that extra hand either.
Whew. Well, she's got to use a hand to open the door, I guess, so put your body in front of it.
Yeah. Waterloo with a big offensive zone draw here as Cole steps in and she wins it. Waterloo with offensive zone possession, but U of T steals and she's gone. Graubarger with Ashley Delahaye with her. Graubarger keeps, fires it in front, and that one's deflected out behind the net by a sliding defender. Chan sends it behind the net now, and that one takes a bounce out front and sent back in behind the net. Chan tries something crazy there, but doesn't quite get the bounce that she wanted. Now tripped up at the blue line is a U of T player, and Waterloo back the other way. Cole across, and deflected by a good stick there by Cole, the defender for U of T. Cole now with it. Chan along the boards, leaves it for Ashley Delahaye. Back to Chan now. Chan tries to send it high off the glass to Taylor Delahaye. It eventually gets there and gets sent back down deep into the Waterloo end. Blaise Savoie pressing as Waterloo breaks back out. Orth sends it across ice to Ryan, but it wasn't quite ready. Orth Back with it now, tries to send it for Fennell, tries to send the defenseman up the boards. She eventually gets it, and Hilton trying to hold the line, can't quite do it, but U of T gets numbers back. U of T trying to clear there as Elders fanned on the puck at first, then just fires it to the boards, but she makes up for it and takes the puck back. Elders now with it on the near boards, chips it by Fennell and tries to squeak by, and she does. Elders with it in the near corner, she wheels all the way around the net to the far side. Elders pinned up on the boards by Fennell now, she kicks it free. Elders still with it, tries to find a way out front, and she can't, and that one's going to be swallowed up by Michaela Schnarr.
Yeah, that might not look like much by Emma Elders, but a great play to just throw it on net. Nobody there forcing Schnarr to cover up, but it gets the Blues a change. They get their best offensive line out there to kind of create some chances, and who else? Taylor Tressler and Nikki McDonald.
This has been the best line for U of T all season long, and they're out there with an offensive zone draw. It's scrummed up, and Waterloo comes away with it and breaks out. It's Herford, tied up along the boards. Waterloo now with it at their own blue line. Glenarden trying to chip it in past Eagles, and she does, but just barely. McDonald now trying to get the puck out, but Glenarden pestering. Glenarden not making it easy. Herford with a quick pass. Glenarden trying to find James, but nobody out front. Trussler trying to find McDonald with a stretch pass there, but it was defended well by Irwin. McKnight trying to stay on the puck now. Show just gets it out over the blue line, and U of T dumps it back down deep in behind the Waterloo net, and it's going to be handled by Irwin. Irwin behind the Waterloo net, and she's going to send it up and start the breakout. Cole now chips it around Chan. Well, Chan now makes up for her mistake and blocks the centering pass to James there. A breakout now for U of T is Howland. Abby Howland with the puck. Sends it to McKenna. McKenna cuts inside, fires one, that's well wide. Cole keeps it in the blue line, sends it back down below the goal line to McKenna. McEwen. McKenna now within the corner. McKenna walking out in front of the backhand, trying to get something to the net, but can't quite get there as that one's shut down by Cole. Howland within the corner, tries to leave it for McEwen, but she gets tied up. Waterloo trying to find a breakout along the boards, and they do just to center ice, and that one's blocked back by the official. Pritchard now skating in at the top of the circle, fires one well wide, and it's going to ring all the way around to the near boards. Fennell keeps it in, sends it back down to the corner. Howland trying to battle for it, but is picked up by Amoto. She gets ridden off the puck, and Waterloo with possession again. Pritchard sends it out front, but nobody home to get it. And it's Sophie Grauberger with the puck, skating to the neutral zone with a head of steam. She's all by herself, trying to kill time, wait for some more Varsity Blues to get there to help her out. Ashley Delahaye pinches on the board, stops that breakout. Grauberger within the slot. Takes the shot, but that one's blocked away by a Waterloo defender. Ashley Delahaye with it now. Ashley Delahaye cuts to the net, gets to the backhand. It's a penalty. Waterloo getting called for a hook as Ashley Delahaye had a chance to ice it there.
We saw that same play earlier in this one, Andrew, and it worked just as well the first time. Another quality scoring chance for the Varsity Blues. Look at this. Delahaye dancing around the Warriors, gets the pass back from her sister and tries to go around the defender, but she's taken down by Lindsay Atchison, and now the Varsity Blues get a chance on the power play.
Atchison may have saved a goal there, but we'll have to see with this power play how this turns out. Scrum draw, and Waterloo corrals it and sends it around to the near boards. Chan fires it back down deep into the corner to McKenna. Chan now with it at the point, back to McDonald. McDonald tries to get it far side, but it's picked off and cleared out by James. Chan back to retrieve it in her own end as James watches. Taylor Trussler picks up the puck with a head of steam. The captain of U of T, skating through the neutral zone by herself into the offensive zone to the slot, turns and shoots, and that one's blocked away. And cleared back down to the ice, back down to the U of T end. Hilton with it, turns it up ice. Tries to find McDonald, but that one's too hot to handle as she tried to get it to Trussler, and Waterloo with it in their own end. Bit of a miscommunication there as Trussler keeps it in. Eagles with a free shot. McKnight tried to deflect that one, but it's swallowed up again by Michaela Schnarr.
A great save by Schnarr. Nikki McDonald came to the crease like a wrecking ball after, and a costly there. Trussler takes a second, finds Eagles open at the point. She was looking for the tip from Caitlin McKnight, but she couldn't find it, and Schnarr smothers it up for a face-off.
U of T with another offensive zone draw. They win it, but Pritchard jumps the lane and she's down on it, bearing down on Fryer. Fryer just gets that one away as Pritchard was coming with a head of steam, and it's in the feet of Emoto. She finds it and carries it back behind the goal line. Pritchard chases her behind the net, and she gets it up to Eagles. Eagles cross ice to Ashley Delahaye. Cross ice to Grauberger on the near side. Grauberger just gets it over the blue line, makes some fancy stick handles, and it's cleared back down to the U of T end by Waterloo. 30 seconds remaining on the power play.
Yeah, Varsity Blues had that first initial pressure, and they haven't been able to zone and get much going since.
Delahaye with a new strategy now as she fires it around to the near side for Grauberger to chase. This one's recovered by Eagles. Eagles down low. Ashley Delahaye finds Taylor. Cole calling for it at the point. She fires one through traffic. Grauberger with the puck. That one somehow doesn't find a way in. Cole with it at the point again, just onside. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. U of T still pressing in the Waterloo end. McCaw play corral the puck there, and it's flipped off the scoreboard by Waterloo as they'll get a whistle from Rin.
Not too often you see a puck go that high, but wow, what a chance the Varsity Blues had there. And once again, Michaela Schnarr holding her ground and not letting anything beat her. They had like 3 shots from inside the hash marks there, and they just couldn't bury them.
That was another. Toronto has stepped up their game on the power play, but the results just haven't followed yet. As Waterloo gets this one into the Toronto end once again. McKenna with it on the near boards at center ice. She's checked hard, but manages to get it over the blue line. That one's fired all the way down the ice, out of the reach of everybody, and that's going to be icing on Waterloo as the puck comes all the way back down into the Waterloo end.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine that the point of emphasis over the past week is we got to work on our power play. We might get limited chances, but we got to make them count. As you look here, Grauberger with a great chance. That's blocked in front by Irwin, who then goes and pokes it into the corner. So a great defensive play by Sarah Irwin.
As U of T controls off the draw again on the half boards. It's McKnight. McKnight tries to fire it in front, but nobody there, and Waterloo back out and into the U of T end. Hilton giving chase to James as they tie up and go into the corner. Herford lurking as she gets it, and the puck finds Trussler. Taylor Trussler with a head of steam through the neutral zone once again. Tries to lay it off, but it's intercepted as she tried to find Nikki McDonald. Hilton intercepts the breakout pass for Waterloo and finds Trussler again. Trussler looks for McKnight, but that one skips over her stick and into the Waterloo end. Pritchard now with it for Waterloo, checked by Trussler, and she takes it back. Taylor Trussler fighting just to get the puck deep, and she does. Fennell's gonna corral for Waterloo. Atchison fires the puck off the boards, fresh off that penalty. She's now got it back behind the net again. Tries to fire it up the near boards, and this one's kept in once again by Blaise Savoie. Blaise Savoie barely keeping that one in, as that one finally gets out now, and Cole's skating on it with Monty giving chase. Monty blocks the centering pass. Monty now battling in the far corner as Blaise Savoie comes in to help and takes the puck. Blaise Savoie trying to skate it over her own end now, and she does just barely. It's turned over at the blue line. It's off, or in front, and they win it! Waterloo has won their first championship in school history, and Paige Rinn is the hero.
We spoke about risk. That's one play that the Varsity Blues cannot risk. Juliette Blaise Savoie tries walking around 3 different Waterloo Warriors in her own end, and it leads to an odd man rush, and Paige Rinn gets the pass from Carly Orth, and she makes no mistake picking the corner, and like you said, the first championship in Waterloo Warriors history.
What a game from Carly Orth and Michaela Schnarr. Carly Orth scores the first goal for Waterloo on a beautiful short side snipe, and then has the cross crease pass for the game winner after causing the turnover.
It doesn't get more opposite than this, quite frankly. The Varsity Blues expected to be here. They wanted to go back to back. The utter heartbreak, and then the Waterloo Warriors surprising some people. They never made it past the semifinals before this round, going over to their fan section who looked like they're about to knock the boards down, and just celebrating just the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and we're seeing it right now.
You can see how much this means to Waterloo. Their fans are bending the glass at Varsity Stadium right now as they celebrate with the players as we take another look.
Yeah, Carly Orth, great move to hold on to the puck and wait till the perfect moment to get it to Paige Rinn. And we saw Erica Fryer make a few of these saves all night long, but that one just out of her reach. And that one's going to haunt the Varsity Blues for a little bit.
Absolutely. Blaise Savoie may lose some sleep from that one. We get a beautiful angle here. Erica Fryer almost gets across, but can't get the glove high enough there.
The helmet's coming off, the championship hat's going on for Waterloo. Smiles all across the ice if you're wearing yellow, not so much for those in blue.
No, the Varsity Blues, this meant a lot to them. They have a lot of graduating players, and it was still an incredible season and an incredible run for this core. Multiple championships they won in 2020 and last year in 2023. They couldn't go back to back, but this was still an incredible run for this core of players.
And you got to give credit to Michaela Schnarr. She didn't start the first 3 games of the playoffs for Waterloo. Came in, she won 3 straight. She stopped 73 of 75 shots. Talk about coming up big when your team needs you the most.
It is an incredible run for Michaela Schnarr, coming in, like you said, not as the starter and putting up that stat line. And it's not like she was sheltered in this game. There was 10 bell saves on both sides of the ice. 1 goal on 26 shots in this one. They were outshot by 8, but Waterloo still comes away with a 2-1 win, courtesy of Michaela Schnarr. It seemed like U of T had themselves the game in overtime. They were pressuring most of the time, and it was one mistake trying to skate out of the zone, just undisciplined, and it cost them.
Yep, you saw that one moment of weakness. Juliette Blaise Savoie said, I got one already, I got it this time, and unfortunately for her in Toronto, she didn't. Another odd man rush for Waterloo, and this time, as we can see from the scoreboard right in front of my face, Waterloo made no mistake, and they are going to go home with the McCaw Cup this year.
As we see the trophy make its way over to the Waterloo Warriors.
And who does it go to first?
Trophy, and a roar from the Waterloo fans here in Toronto.
Michaela Schnarr, the first person to hold the cup. It's not too often that you see it go to a goalie first, but she made her presence felt in this one in the entire playoff run for Waterloo, so it's only fitting that it goes to her. The MVP chance rating in for her as well.
It's an incredible showing. Not only from Michaela Schnarr and the Waterloo team, but from the Waterloo fans as well.
Yeah, they came out in bunches, to say the least. I could have thought this was a Waterloo home game.
Yeah, absolutely. As the teams get ready, as they line up for handshakes. And it was an incredible effort from U of T, and spearheaded by Erica Fryer and Taylor Trussler, as they have been for the last multiple years.
Yeah, tough way to go out for them for sure. 2 McCaw Cups, could have made it 3, but didn't. We're actually not getting handshakes, I don't think, just yet. I think they're going to line up across the blue line. U of T is going to get their medals and then individually go down the line shaking hands with the Warriors. But for now, everyone's just lined up waiting to see that big moment
and gentlemen,
of the Warriors coming up with the McCaw Cup. We're going to throw it to the MC now, who's going to walk you through the rest of the evening.
With 1 goal and 1 assist for the Waterloo Warriors, please put your hands together for number 16, Carly Orth, the 2024 OUA McCaw Cup CCM Player of the Game. Please come to the center ice. Carly Orth. Number 16, Carly Orth, please come to the center of the ice for Player of the Game. Please welcome to the ice Mary Beth Challoner, Director of Intercollegiate Athletics and High Performance Sport at U of T, and Matt Davies, Chief Operating Officer at the OUA, to present the silver medals to the Toronto Varsity Blues. Number 2, Eiley McEwen. Number 5, Sophie Grauberger. Number 6, Caroline Eagles. Number 7, Abby Howland. Number 8, Kaylee Chan. Number 9, Lauren Omoto. Number 10, Emma Irwin. Number 11, Natasha Atanasakos. Number 12, Taylor Trussler. Number 13, Aubrey Cole. Number 14, Juliette Blais-Savoie. Number 15, Francesca Monti. Number 16, Callie Ivels. Number 17, Christina Alexiou. Number 18, Olivia Hilton. Number 19, Ashley Delahaye. Number 20, Emma Elders. Number 21, Avery Lee. Number 22, Isabella Greco. Number 23, Caitlin McKnight. Number 25, Madison Tiro. Number 26, Katie McKenna. Number 27, Nikki McDonald. Number 28, Abby Whitworth. Number 29, Taylor Delahaye. Number 30, Erica Fryer. Number 33, Carly Vance. And number 35, Madison Roche. All coaches? Head coach, Vicky Sunohara. Lead assistant coach, Kelly McDonald. Assistant coach, Peter McBride. Assistant coach, Kelly O'Hanlon. Goalie coach, Liz Knox. Video/skills coach, Stephanie Thompson. The Varsity Blue Scout, Pat Paulin. Fitness and performance, Sabrina Borg. Staff therapist, Angela Song. Student therapist, Jamie Wade. Student therapist, Sam Lee. And student therapist, B. Chu. And communications, Jordan Hall. And now, please welcome Rolly Webster, Director of Athletics and Recreation at U Waterloo, and Matt Davies, Chief Operating Officer of the OUA, to present the gold medals to the Waterloo Warriors. Number 2, Trisha Sydney Chips Cho. Number 4, Jessica Fennell. Number 5, Sarah Irwin. Number 6, Erica Lei Taejong Porter. Number 7, Jalen Duffy. Number 9, Maja Hoover. Number 10, Brooklyn Cole. Number 11, Elizabeth Leonardon. Number 12, Andrea Murray. Number 14, Tegan Kennedy Gray. Number 16, Carly Orth. Number 17, Lauren Bell. Number 18, Megan Dick. Number 19, Olivia Parkinson. Number 20, Leah Erfurt. Number 21, Cassidy McCarthy. Number 22, Sarah Bestick. Number 23, Kiera Wraith. Number 24, Madison Pritchard. Number 25, Faith Natalie Mitchell. Number 32, Michaela Schnarr. Number 33, Kara Mark. Number 37, Emma Dodson. Number 42, Lindsay Atchison. Number 81, Kathy Vert. Number 86, Kaylee Luxury. Number 88, Tatum James. Number 91, Charlie Vanderpeer. Number 93, Madison Giampa. And number 97, Paige Wren. Head coach for the Waterloo Warriors, Sean Regan. Associate coach, Dolly Meeks. Assistant and goalie coach, Amanda Smith. Skills coach and recruiting, Larry Gable. Head athletic therapist, Jacqueline Schwantz. Assistant equipment manager, Matt Sinclair. Assistant equipment manager, Martina Landstad. Strength and conditioning coach, Andrew Hoff. We now ask the captains of the Warriors to come forward to accept the McCaw Cup and Championship banner. We now ask the captains of the Warriors to come forward to accept the McCaw Cup and Championship banner. This concludes the 2023-24 OUA McCaw Cup presented by CCM. On behalf of Ontario University Athletics and the University of Toronto, we thank you for attending tonight's game and wish both the Waterloo Warriors and Toronto Varsity Blues best of luck at the 2024 U Sports National Championship next week in Saskatoon.
Waterloo champions for the first time in their program's history as they take down the University of Toronto Varsity Blues in Toronto at Varsity Stadium. Both teams will head to Nationals in Saskatchewan very soon. Thank you all for tuning in to this OUA women's hockey season. From Andrew Foster and Matthew Izakow, have a great night, everybody.